we attempted to investigate the bird. Shenanigans happened where the halfling made his way into the bird coop, stole a three-eyed pigeon back.
Three-eyed pigeon?
Three-eyed pigeon.
Keep in mind, he wasn't here for any of that.
Right.
I know.
Okay.
So we found another Chaos style pigeon, 3 eyes, right?
Okay.
That did not blink in unison, which was extra disturbing. I snuck out with this thing, presented it to the group across the street at the other place, and we had a long discussion about what to do with it. In the meantime, I kept trying to get back into the building, so I wanted to investigate. She really got mad at me, kicked me out. I threw a party for us, spent a lot of money after I stole some poor dude's tools, using him as a distraction. And I am pursuing my career, my future career, thanks to his tutelage. Shadow Boy over there brought his apprentice, and we were all creeped out by it. And
because it looks just like a mini-me, if I remember.
it's a carbon copy of it. It looks like a carbon copy. It hasn't said anything yet. It just takes instructions.
We respect its boundaries.
Yeah.
So, how good apprentices should be?
Hey man, it's the 21st century. You can identify however you want.
Yeah, all apprentices are ants.
That's it.
Yeah, that's true. You got to earn your name.
That's right. You're not real till you're a wizard.
Gotta make sure they
Basic-
survive long
training.
enough.
Back to basic training.
Right.
Hey, you!
Oh,
You're just lucky they don't give you 6 apprentices and make you weed out 5.
George was getting really frustrated with us because we weren't really taking action and we weren't doing anything smartly. We were just running around like morons. Eventually, they were like, we were trying to figure out what we're going to do with this. We're sneaking back over there, whatever, this stupid three-eyed bird. And we all just kind of concluded, fuck it, let it go, and it'll fly back up to the coop on its own. So I walk over to the window, throw it out the window, and it flies north.
Okay.
And we're all like, huh, okay, well, that's not the right direction. And then we all collectively realized that maybe, just maybe, that coop was not the pigeon's home. And, yeah. So we tried to chase it. We lost it. It kind of generally went into where his girlfriend works. So he drugged me over there.
He's happy with that.
We did not get drugged and raped this time.
That you remember.
That we remember. I did get plastered in the dancing and singing area while he did whatever he does with her.
Every requirement for a level.
Okay.
Ben is still mad at us for not using the facilities that he paid for.
No, we've been using that the
You
whole
did
time.
the last night.
Oh, okay. So I threw the party at his place. I spent 12 silver.
Hey, now we don't have to come back.
Hmm?
Yeah, now we don't have to come back.
Yeah.
You used the one night. You're good for the. You're good for
The thing is, this is my
The old
first
lady
time.
has realized that somebody stole all of her shit, and she's quite upset, and he's investigating it
For her.
for her.
I am an
Are you
investigator.
being paid to investigate?
Not yet.
Yeah, and maybe the dwarf will the one to remember what items he stole.
Yeah.
And he stole
Yeah. So
in front of her.
it's going really well, really well.
So I,
It is actually an improvement for the group's normal activities.
yeah. I'm really looking forward to
Normally
getting
we're really
to be
nice.
alone with the dwarf again, so.
We're gonna discuss this.
He was like, we'll get it back for you ourselves, and it will be free.
No, well. And that's anybody else remember anything else? Because that's about all I remember from the last session.
You questioned a cat butcher.
Yeah. We
Oh yeah, the whole cat butcher thing.
found out they're mincing
So
cats.
yeah, there's
Oh
they're-
wait, yeah.
they're turning
remember that.
cats into
Meat pies.
meat pies, and they're fucking selling.
Delicious?
They're selling tinctures that are supposed to cure the little
Right. Yeah.
itchy plague
Xbox.
out of the
Yeah.
cat guts.
I remember that because one of our things was if we kill a bunch of cats and take them over to a guy, he'd make us a potion.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's like piss in a bottle.
and it works.
It works.
It's been stated by priestesses that it works.
Sweet.
But it's bullshit.
I don't know.
From my medical roles, it's bullshit. There's no way it should be working.
Granted, you probably didn't roll good.
Let's see
No,
those.
no, I did. I rolled halfway decent. It bullshit.
have we-
I'm still not cured. I'm still not convinced it works.
Have we all been kicked out of that place? I still got my room.
I still got a room there.
Yeah,
Okay.
You still got the room. Which
What-
is the room that the three-eyed pigeon, or not the
The
three-eyed, the
purple.
other pigeon.
Yeah.
Purple feather pigeon, the first one you found,
Yeah.
is now sleeping outside of, because when they released it as well, it flew straight back to the building, to that window, and stopped and started tapping on the window. Wasn't let in, so it just went to sleep on the sill.
Yeah, so it thinks that room is its home
really.
for so. Yeah. But now we're in the hunt to try to figure out where the hell the three-eyed pigeon went.
Right. It's currently the morning of of Thursday,
Oh, because we got
because that
Gigantus Rackus.
yeah, the Gigantus Radicus thing is tomorrow. And the group is still in shock, I think, over the loss of the three-eyed pigeon and where to go with that. They were
Worst
getting a bit
embarrassment.
stymied as to, okay, where do we go now?
I think
So, before we get started, first off, let's go through experience where you spent that. I know you said that you had finished everything you need for your career.
I have put the last ranks into climb, giving me my 8th skill that's advanced to level, and I have all the characteristics.
Okay, so you just need to make contact with the dwarfs and start your training then.
No, I need to get mithril gear.
Oh,
Not
okay.
mithril, I'm gromnel. So,
Primal gear.
no.
Okay, mithril gear.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mithril gear
okay.
from the elf.
And you need, what, a weapon?
Yes, weapon and shield. I need a full set of gromnel. So,
okay. That'd be fine.
yeah.
Not a problem. Ben, what do you-
Finish my endurance skill.
Okay.
Just 5 more skills to go.
Okay,
Add 3 to charm.
okay.
I am probably going to. I gotta look up what my core skills are. But if
Remember, you also got 25 more. Oh.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's already been added.
I will be putting it into.
So I'll give that bonus option to everybody else next time so that we spread it
Yeah.
around.
I won't do it next week. Yeah,
Well, yeah, well, you're welcome to, but I'm not going to give you the 25 points next time.
that's fine.
I.e., pay attention so that you know what happens next time.
I actually went back and watched the last week's episode. It was
Or just give a terrible rendition.
Or you
I
can,
mean,
yeah, that's fine
just
too.
completely
that
off.
would be fucking funny. So, we're all like, what?
That one viewer comment, I don't remember that happening in the last session.
No, you all were drunk. You
Matt,
were listed
what did you
from-
spend your points on?
1 point in fellowship, and then 1 in melee brawling, and 1 in lore law.
You're going law biting?
I
just
have to
knowing-
understand the
You
law.
just need to know all the things that you're breaking.
Yes.
Okay.
You
And
didn't understand
1
what
point
not
into language
what
goes by
to
your
do
name,
to break the law.
and 5 points into entertainment.
How I can get away with it.
Okay. Did
Yes.
you spend your points for the apprentice?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got various skills.
Okay.
I'm going to be
Okay.
putting it into sleight of hand, by the way.
Slid that right back.
Excuse me, you can't be rummaging through my drawers. You need a warrant. No, according to this, no, I don't.
Ben, you said you were telling me something about you were
Yes,
down in the morning. Where were we going?
I
what's our
sent you a
experience
message
level?
last game. It should still be in there.
Probably.
And if you look,
If I scroll up, I might be able to find it
so
also.
it's his
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so you're just walking around asking.
So it's what you.
Yeah, in that area,
Wait, so the
not
difference
asking,
between
but
current and spend is
looking
how much I
for
have?
tattoos, signs, anything that might be out of the ordinary.
1630.
Any tattoos and signs. Okay.
Stuff
So
like that.
thus far, you guys have not found any tattoos or signs.
Yeah, I haven't done it.
Ostor
I've been giving myself a
is
lot of free
this
stuff.
neighborhood. So from where you
So
guys
that's
are, right here,
Yeah.
all the way up to the music hall. That whole region there is Ostor.
I thought you said the directly west of the big music hall. I thought you said this area.
I was incorrect at the time. The area west of that is Freeburg, which is where the university is,
Freeburg.
and the Red Moon Inn. That's also where the Grand Guild of Wizards are, and so forth.
Wait, maybe that's where the bird went because it's Freeburg.
Okay. And then the northern section, north of the music hall, is Nordtor, or Northdown. You guys remember the bird flew north, but curved to the west, and had a tendency to circle, possibly due to that third eye.
What's that over there?
It's actually just back in the coop. It doubled back.
So, like I said, it's the morning of Thursday. The display is on Friday, so you got another day before that happens. The road warden has wandered off this morning to check for clues around the location. What would the rest of you care to do? You guys wake up a bit hungover, definitely full due to all the good food. And if you have stress, I think we already rolled to reduce that, or did we? If not, roll a d6. I'm flexible with it. It's not a very, very strong system for this, anyways, or big, major impact to this.
We did not roll.
Okay. So, assuming you partaked in the party, which I think everybody did, you did not.
I wasn't even there.
Oh, then you don't get it.
I had to. I was trying to question people at the. What do you call that place?
Boarding house?
Boarding house. Yeah. I was
Okay.
trying to make sure they didn't leave. We had to lock it down, question the people, get
Okay.
access to the rooms.
I know the halfling was partying. He paid for
Yeah,
it.
I'm stressless.
Okay. Well, two is still the lowest it can go.
So we I'll
You
always
stop. It always have at least two.
Oh, that's why I have 2 written down. Okay.
You always have a little bit of stress because you're living in the Middle Ages.
I will be going to the Mercantile District,
Okay.
so I think that'd be the wind.
So,
Would you say
The wind is the slums.
I do have a theory. I could be just overthinking this, okay?
Not you.
I could just be
No,
overthinking.
that's me. I
Work
always
through that.
But you know how it's like it's saying corpses needed for the research.
Mhm.
It never says human corpses. Do we really know the cats are being put in the meat pies?
We can go taste one and find out.
I hate that that's actually a possibility.
smell like it.
That
I agree.
actually would make sense.
So did-
I could just be overthinking this, but that's the only theory I got from this last week.
All right,
did you
I
have-
leave. I'll go find out.
I'm going to the
So,
Mercantile District.
was there?
Okay, so you guys all scatter. You head off early in the morning. You head over to find some meat pies.
Yeah, it was right down the block, right?
It was when you guys were running around. Yeah, there was a butcher relatively close.
All right, I grab him and let's go.
Ooh,
What?
You.
How much
Oh,
do
hell
we
no.
have in the party fund?
I'm busy.
I'm curious.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm not there, dude. As far as I'm
Oh.
concerned, I don't know where we didn't stop with me anywhere but still at the lady's house that night trying to question people.
Okay.
And we never did any of that. So
Okay. Let's resolve that then. Who are you trying to question?
everybody.
Okay.
I asked him, actually, why don't you ask them questions about what's going on? I'm going to just check the rooms.
Okay.
See if I can, just see if
Well,
there's
I know you had started searching rooms.
correct.
Um,
But we never resolved that. Went on to somebody else.
correct. The question is, are you going to break into people's rooms that are occupied?
I will absolutely tell the lady to ask them, because of this robbery, we need to investigate everybody's rooms, knock on the doors, ask them politely.
Okay, right. And her response is, we need to get the town militia involved, who has actual authority to do that investigation. And I think the conversation at the time turned into, well, we have a road warden who would provide that, but the road warden was nowhere around to be found.
I want to go get my license.
Okay. Now, yeah, at the end of the week, when you're official, then you would have at least an investigator license, which would give you some basic capabilities.
I look at you.
Or you can flash the badge from Schutzman.
Do we want to get? I don't want to get that local militia involved. Where the hell they are?
This.
That's probably why.
I want to say.
I think we came to that same conclusion last time, and you had the same response. You didn't want to get the local police involved.
Oh, I thought the fuck was the response.
Oh, that too.
Why don't you just?
So the question, I mean, you could certainly get into the place with your skills at night after everybody's asleep.
Yeah, but then
He meant,
And he's digging himself a bigger hole.
he meant
and the odds of getting discovered when you're breaking into multiple rooms is probably pretty high.
Nah, not for me. Come on.
Well,
I'm just gonna be quiet until my character sees you again in the game.
so
I asked her if I could. So you're telling me I can't even knock on their doors and ask them if I can talk to them?
if you want to talk to the people, then you can. They'll be down in the morning.
Okay. All right. Well,
I mean, you guys are talking to her like at 10 o'clock, I think, at night.
it was pretty late.
It was late. I mean, she was already distraught and obviously had a rough day.
There were 2 guys there, right, trying to console her.
Yeah.
Would you guys permit me to search your rooms, clear you fully of any wrongdoings?
Well, I guess so. Why don't you want the town guard involved?
We can, but you know what? My dealings with them they've been very crooked. You know, they tend to break and take instead of truly investigate.
Okay.
You know, I'm actually an up and coming investigator myself.
Give me a charm roll.
That's not funny.
You're still
Kinda.
better than
Yes,
me.
it is.
Even with your prejudices, you're still
I was
better
just
than me.
thinking that. I'm like, you hate everybody. Good luck.
Yeah, I already failed by 10 to begin with.
Okay. One of the guys comments, weren't you hanging around here yesterday too?
Absolutely. I was with him. I was with there's a guy upstairs, one of my buddies.
So you're new here.
I'm not new to this town. No.
Well,
Remember,
yeah,
I was the archery contest against he gave me his bow.
The one you cheated at.
I did not cheat.
he's a cheater?
No.
Yes.
Okay, that is a bold-faced lie, dwarf. And I will take offense to that. Great offense to that. I can't believe you would speak such lies as a proud dwarf.
One of the 2 guys.
I'm getting very angry at this point. I'm about to
Okay.
shoot the freaking dwarf.
Man, this is great.
George.
George is like, I don't want to play anymore. I'm going to insult the elf.
One of the guys talks to one of the other people there and says, why don't you go get the town watch? Let's get this sorted out.
Fine.
One of the guys leaves. I mean, they seem hesitant at this point to at least let you search.
That's fine.
I
I go ahead and say, fine, I guess I won't be able to help out then. I really am trying to get my investigator's license in this town, and it would have been nice to be able to put this, ribbon on my teachings. Say, hey, I solved this for you. All right.
Okay. Well,
That's where I'm going to leave.
you're welcome to help the watch.
Told you, my experience with them is that they're all crooked. That's why I'm learning about law myself.
Okay.
And I'm going, as I'm walking away,
One of them pat you on the back. Thanks, man. I wasn't so sure about that elf. Those pointy ears and everything. But if you say he's a cheat, we'll keep our eye out for him.
Supposedly. I mean, he is an elf.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot.
I mean, he only has one.
I did like the dwarf. I don't like the dwarf.
So, anyways, anything else you want to do tonight then?
I mean, it's not
It's
like
what
you
happens
can
when you steal
compliment
stuff,
your ears 'cause
Matt.
I have one.
The dwarf kind of gets angry.
That's like the most emotion I've ever heard out of George. That is fucking funny as hell. Matt.
He steals
You
stuff.
didn't see me do it, is all I'm going to say. Prove it.
Oh, damn.
Prove it. Can't.
Until he grabs you and starts shaking you.
Don't matter. Nope, I don't have anything.
You don't have it
He
anymore.
can't prove
Yeah,
anything.
you saw it all.
He can't prove a
That's
thing.
He
somehow
can prove
worse.
that you have one ear.
That's it.
He can take the recording from your other ear.
I'll urge him.
All you hear is something going, oh, shut up!
Anyways, following morning, like I said, the road warden heads off. You head off to the market to get a pie. You head off to the merchants area. What are the other 3 of you wish to do? Group scatters first thing in the morning.
I'm going with the dwarf. He said something about finding cats or something.
The idea is to make sure that they're making meat pies out of the cats and not sending it to cults to be experimented on.
Yeah, that's where we're going, right?
Oh,
Okay, so the three of you are going to go
Yep.
get meat pies.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Yep.
what are you going to do, Elf? You seem to be alone here in the tavern.
Oh, he's all by himself. Dude.
He likes that.
I mean, is this a good time for me to say I'm working on my class?
Sure,
again, or-
yeah,
okay,
that's
I'm gonna
fine.
Go work on my class.
Okay, yeah, you can work on your training and everything. Okay, you looking for something specific at the market?
I will be. Is there a place where I can go to get a summary of the market, like a gold haul or something like that? I'm looking.
There's
I'm
plenty
looking
of
to
guild
find
halls, yeah.
someone who can tell me where, if there's any vendors that sell purple dye here.
Okay,
Any
give me
locations that
a
sell
gossip roll.
purple dye. That's gonna be very helpful with my eyes. Okay.
With your eyes? Oh, yeah.
We're going through that shit again, okay?
Where is my gossip? I don't have that modifier. I don't think. Doesn't matter.
And then,
Cool.
okay. You ask around. Yeah, it seems like most people don't really want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Given those strange eyes and the guy following you. But
yeah.
also with the strange eyes and all those shadows with you and the dark clothes and things like that. It's like you walk up and children start crying and merchants close their doors.
Would we ever gain our
I feel like it's a
fortune
bad
points?
emo band.
What's that?
Would we ever gain a fortune point?
If you partied specifically, yes. If you had other activities that were occupying you last night, then no.
Party.
Right. Then fortune and fate, your fortune and resilience is back. Resolve. Not resilience. You don't get any of those. And then give me a perception check.
Perception check. I've got 6 kids crying.
Nice. Don't forget your apprentice can roll the perception as well.
One of them is a half.
Oh, do I have some kind of effect on me? I have 2 levels of fatigue.
Yeah?
But those have gone away since I partied last night. And
No. Because you partied. If you got a good night's sleep, then you didn't party.
oh,
Yeah, not a problem.
that's all.
So you're wandering around, getting distracted by all these kids crying and like sheep bleeding at you and so forth. And you turn a corner and you see a street that's decorated with all sorts of fine cloths and things like that. Looks like a seamstress area. They would no doubt sell dyes.
Well, that's convenient.
That's what happens when you roll a critical success.
I'll tell my apprentice to return to the college
Okay.
So for this guy,
and
Until when?
to complete that.
return to the college until what time is it currently?
9 a.m.
Return to the college until midday, and then come back when it's midday.
To here? Hey, where do you want to meet him?
I know.
Cool. We haven't done that.
The College of Music, outside the College of Music.
Okay. I'll meet you at the College of Music at high noon.
See, I don't know
Where's my 6 gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guns.
What?
Need guns.
You need guns?
Yes.
Need 6 guns.
That's what I
That'd be fun.
that's I can't do shit.
Anyways, we
I'll
went
go
check.
I might just go level 3.
Okay.
Physically looking for anyone who's selling purple dye.
You look around. Yeah, there's a handful of them that are doing different colors and so forth from the cloth. They sell dyes and colors along those lines. Amongst, I mean, they have dozens of different colors.
Okay.
Well, Middle Ages, so they probably have like a dozen other colors.
I'll go up to the first one that's really willing to talk to me.
That's still a lot. Yeah.
I'll go up to the first one that's really willing to talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do it.
It's an old overweight lady stirring a big wooden pot. Smells of lye and is putting some sort of a brownish red dye into it. Working cloth. Looks up at you with a nasally voice. Yes.
I have a question.
black dye.
Could you put a sort of dye on a bird's feather?
That's slightly rotten.
Why? I guess you could, but why would you want to kill the bird?
It would kill the bird when doing
Well, this stuff will. Takes lye to set it.
Yeah.
Lie's bad.
Is
Holds up 3 fingers.
Is there anyone along this way that would be willing to mark a bird.
To mark a bird?
Yeah. To I don't know, but
Well, I think there's dyes you could do that. You looking for a colorful bird? Try a parrot.
I am.
Cheaper.
Because it gives you
So, what is it you're trying to find out?
I'm trying to figure out if there's someone along this way that is willing to that works in dyeing feathers, stuff like that.
Okay, so you're trying to find. Are you trying to acquire some dyed feathers, or are you just trying to find
I'm
out
trying
if
to
somebody
find a
has them?
vendor who would have them.
Okay, so you ask around for an hour or so, and eventually get directed to a person who sells dyes and powders for makeup and for personal use. Generally doesn't cause severe itching. According to the people on the street, this would be the sort of material that you would use if you want to color an animal, and so forth. Okay. There's also, if you prefer to go that route, some fabric dyes that they use for dyeing feathers, mainly for costumes and things like that.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure exactly what your thought process here.
My thought process is finding the person that that marked these pigeons with the purple feather.
Okay. So you ask around. You find, like I said, a couple of different possibilities given your perception rolls and so forth. They're generally not all that open to talking to you.
Yeah.
But they show you what they have and explain that for a fairly sizable fee, they can give you the proper materials, etc., if you wish to dye them. The part that you notice, however, is all of them, at least the samples they have, tend to be fairly muted. Like a pale purple or more of a bluish or greenish purple.
There's no vibrant purple.
Right. None of them are particularly vibrant and bright like the
would
ones
be
that
on
you
the
saw.
pigeons.
Correct. When you describe that to them, their response is, as far as they're aware, there is no such dye. It sounds to them like natural feathers.
Good to know. Thank you.
So they
And
just dyed
now-
a parrot completely white, except
That's right. They bleached the
I
parrot.
got it backwards the whole time.
It's not a pigeon with a purple feather. It's a parrot with gray feathers.
The way he
Oh.
said that.
No, according to them, their conclusion, based on your description, what I think you're looking for, is how would you dye, or what the source of these feathers would be. Their conclusion is they'd have to see the pigeons to be sure, but their conclusion is probably a natural occurrence.
Okay.
Sounds like chaos mutation to them.
I agree.
Ouch.
That's the dead end that I was hoping would be a dead end.
Yeah.
Is there a group of, is there an area in the city that has people who would herd animals? Specifically work with capturing and herding animals, stuff like that?
No, it's a city, not a farm.
Yeah.
That would all be on the outskirts of the city.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like a bird vendor or a pet vendor or something like that.
There are, in the merchant area, numerous people that are selling individual animals. Typically like a sheep or a cow.
Yeah.
There's certainly plenty of people buying up cats.
Yeah.
For various purposes. And yeah, there's a couple of vendors that are selling birds. But it's not like they have a big shop with hundreds of birds.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a single family on the corner that has a bird cage and a scrawny looking pigeon.
Yeah. The point of this thought process was if I can find someone who knows somewhat about breeding, could you breed this type of feather into a pigeon?
Gone down.
From the discussion, no, everybody you talk to, that would seem unnatural.
Okay.
It sounds like witchcraft or maybe something the wizards would do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sounds like something Mike Tyson would do.
He's got whole giant coops of pigeons. He truly does.
Bleach parrots.
Yes.
Great. That's
So,
the new
Give me a
Bretonians.
gossip check.
Okay.
They're not
Parrot
government
man.
drones or anything
While
like
I'm
that. The
here,
pigeons are
I'm gonna
parrots
attempt
in
to die.
disguise.
Something that would really die.
The birds aren't real.
No, it's the picture bombs, parrot bombs.
Okay, so what'd you get?
55.
Okay. I'm sorry. While you're here, you're gonna what?
I'm gonna attempt to purchase something that would remove die from such
The Ukrainian.
or something. Can you? Is there a way? Is there like a chemical that would?
That would be bleach.
Okay.
You can buy some bleach. I mean, they give you a small a pint of it for I don't know brass if you want it. It's in a little crockery container with a cork on the top.
With Willie.
They say, yeah, this will take out most color.
love
Does tend
using
to
it.
dissolve organic materials.
It's terrible.
So use it sparingly. Maybe water it down if you're going to use it on cloth. Don't drink it.
Okay.
The Ukrainians do weird shit.
That-
Don't have bottle
that
warnings
works
yet,
for
so
my
don't
purposes.
drink it.
They got to explain that.
Yep.
Make it.
That first law is
make
not
it
entirely
take
gonna
a-
work for my purposes.
Okay, no, that
Oh, that
unfortunately,
and most people
even
can't
today,
read, so
there
you
really
just
isn't
see
anything
what
that takes
I'm
color
saying.
out.
I'm very certain.
That's why the Scully
chances
crossbones
that'd be
came about.
very
They don't have Tide pens or anything like that. That'd be a wand of color removal.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm gonna return to the magic.
On a color
return to the
spray.
College of Music.
Okay, so the three of you head off to find meat pies.
Yeah, meat
Fairly easy. Same place is open early. You can smell the smell of baked goods. Actually makes you kind of hungry, especially after last night having a good meat pie after all the drinking.
Oh, we paid for food. I paid for food too.
Well, yes, but you're a bit hungover. So a good solid meat pie with a thick bread on it would be probably pretty good. So, anyways, you
I'm
want
gonna get one.
The waffle house.
so you wander down one of the side streets. On the far side, on the other street, is the butcher shop where they're taking in the cats. On this side is the bakery where the cats are coming back out, supposedly. There is a lady there selling meat pies. It looks like she just took a tray out of the oven and is hawking them to the locals. 2 brass a piece. Fresh meat pies.
Does
Just
she have
baked this
long
morning.
black curly hair?
No.
All I can hear is that fucking song in my head. Oh.
This is love, it's me.
The worst pies in London.
I love
Nope.
that movie.
She has
That
short,
is fucking
she
great.
has short blonde hair. Looks like she's been hard at work since early this morning.
Hello,
Care to buy
ma'am.
buy a pie, sir?
Yes, I would like to buy 3 pies for me and my friends.
3 pies? Excellent. That'd be 6 pence.
Okay, I give her. I'll take a bite of one real quick when she hands it to me. I'm like, oh, these are really good.
Okay.
Here, have 2 more as a tip.
Okay.
And I'll tip her 2 pence. Yark.
Yeah, that's about what you would expect.
Cat is good. What are you talking about? That's good.
It's all dependent on the level of the skill of the cook.
Now you just
They are edible. There is a lot of gristle. Not much hair.
Not much.
Not much hair. But while you're chewing it, you bite into something sharp, and then pull out as you guys are starting to walk away. What looks like a cat nail. in it.
Now you just gotta go find a cat and walk that.
And
So
I walk back to the lady.
Well, before you go, listen, I figured out how to do this. The way you do it is you had an issue because you took a bite. Just don't chew. Shove the whole thing in my mouth and swallow it right down in front
Yep.
of you.
it is tasty. It has plenty of flavor. Some of those flavors don't quite go together. It does feel a little gamey.
You're literally making me sick. I'm just gonna say it, man.
Oh.
It's like, and when it's hot and you gotta blow it, you're like,
Oh, that's terrible.
He's making me want to visit
It's
one of
really
our local
good.
Chinese restaurants.
It's really
And
good
have
with a
the
glass of
chicken.
milk.
Oh, so I go to her.
Excellent, sir. Did you enjoy the pie?
I'm holding the nail in my hand. I'm like, yeah, it was wonderful. Can I give you some advice? I'm a
Of course. Halfling cooks, I'm always willing to listen to. Do you have a pointer, perhaps? Maybe a little bit more salt?
Salt would probably be good. How do you prepare your meat?
She pulls a cleaver up from her side. With this!
Fantastic. Could you show me your knife skills, please? I would love to teach you some of the culinary arts.
Give me a charm roll.
Fantastic.
No, you have charm.
I do.
Unlike the other two at the side of the table.
I'm working on it, damn it.
Am I fatigued?
No. Yeah.
From what?
The party.
No, I slept until I.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the whole point. I slept until I. I'm not letting the fatigue shit happen anymore unless I can possibly avoid it. Can't avoid it. So okay. Charm.
Phrase tag.
Yeah, this is gonna be awful. Oh,
Yes!
All of it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
I'm gonna reroll
I'll let
that.
you reroll that. As a reminder, the two of you go ahead and add a point of stress. Those failed rolls are from earlier.
Fuck
yeah.
me.
Okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's fine. You didn't fail.
Oh my god!
You went from a 99 to an 89, so you're improving by 10. You
I
want
should have taken the 99 for the fucking show.
How would you like a dark deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. No. No.
He was so open to that.
Yeah, it was.
And then I this is
You have a knife.
no,
You have a knife.
no. My guy's not evil.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me that way? Oh, I don't know.
So,
My character's never evil. You guys
anyways, you ask to see her knife skills. She says, well, okay. She goes over to the side where there's a stump of wood, reaches into a basket and pulls out a furry thing, puts it on the thing and big whack, and cat head rolls off onto the side. So here you go. You take this. You smack the head off. That keeps them quiet. And then just like slides along the belly and peels off the skin. Don't want to lose any of this stuff because this is where the real flavor is. Okay. Takes it, chops it up into like 4 or 5 pieces, and tosses it into a pot of water. I think water.
Does she gut it and all that, or is she?
No, that's where the flavor is.
Yeah, you gotta leave that in there. Chitlins, baby. Chitlins.
Yeah.
And in real life, I think chitlins are goddamn nasty.
So
I like
That's fucking poor people food.
Hey.
It is. Oh, I'm gonna eat some hog's feet. No.
I have yet to do that.
No. That's super poor
Is that on
people
your
shit.
bucket list?
That's
Not
why
your
seasoning
bucket
is so important. Cover up the fact that you're eating a toenail.
Anyway, she puts the lid on the cauldron and lets it cook. There you go. Salt goes in at the end. Then you can taste the salt extra.
Yeah. Did you have a halfling mentor? Because man, those were fantastic skills.
See, I think you're just making fun of me now, sir.
I'm sorry. And I turn around and walk away. And I will make a point of walking over and throwing up.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
because that is fucking gross.
Thinking, man, I wish I could cook.
And yeah,
Sadly, in the Middle Ages, you've seen worse.
I know. I have a refined palate because I'm a halfling.
These are
That
at least
can't
fresh cats.
No, think about this. My guy spent like his early life catching rats. You don't think he ate quite a few of those?
Well, that and you grew up in a halfling village who has real cooks.
Yeah,
That you
that's a
don't-
fair point.
Don't you have a cute taste also? So it's not.
No,
so
I have a
it's
cute
not-
smell.
Okay, I thought you
That-
also
that's
had
not
taste
doing
still,
you
yeah.
No.
any favors.
Yeah,
either.
I was like,
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So it just adds to the vomit.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Okay.
you've gone nose blind a little.
Boiled cat.
Well, we have the answer. Oh, I go back over to them.
Uh-huh. Once he recovers, he wanders over to you.
I need a drink right now.
As I take the rest of his pie and eat that as well.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I just walked past them and walked back up to where we were just at his
Tavern?
place,
Okay.
the tavern,
Okay.
and I get myself a drink.
Okay.
Licking his fingers off.
The whole time I'm going meow 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 meow.
Every so often he stops, scratches
Yeah.
on his ears.
Bounty hunters ask for it by name.
watch the one guy that watches us is actually like a foreigner who has no idea what the hell that reference is. Like,
So I'll give you credit for food for the day, so you don't need to worry about food since you have an ample supply of pie.
Yes.
Hot pockets.
Lucky you. Then you get to roll an endurance check.
Perhaps.
That's it. All right.
Like I said, general food as far as prepared food, this is not the worst you've seen or eaten.
Right.
Now
So,
make an endurance check. Speaking meow meow every single.
I mean, he paid 12 silver for about the same last night.
And
He just had a lot more of it.
right, and the alcohol deadened it all in.
Yeah.
Right?
That disinfects.
Right. You start out with a high quality, and then you end up with natty light by the end.
Anyways, you were going to check around for what specific? Investigate. What are you trying to find? What sort of
Clues,
investigation?
Anything?
News?
Clue.
I've seen people do it.
Clues.
Trying to find anything of note, like purple.
Okay.
Because
Give
purple,
me a
like
gossip
many
roll.
people
What I have
have
done
said, purple's not a
It's not
very
realize somebody put their
common,
cigarette out in my drink.
thing over in this section, I think.
If I knew who it was, I would.
You said gossip?
A dead pigeon with 3 eyes.
What? Gossip.
Gossip?
You stumble upon
Even
a
though it's
blue
I'm
cat
still
with 3
sober.
eyes.
Man, if we were using our old system, we'd all be great.
Yeah, you guys would be. Okay. So yeah, you spend the morning asking around. You do find the occasional person that knew a person who knew a person who saw a person wearing purple. But it seemed to be it certainly seems to be a rare or uncommon color. You hear most of the people that purple is for rich folk. We don't mess with that typically around here, which you don't see it very often because only the wealthy really have it. But you don't find any real solid leads as to where to go.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm going to see if I can find anything about where someone could.
You see flyers around. That's about all anybody knows.
So it's happening in the big round building up north?
It is happening at the university tomorrow.
That's the University Music Company.
That was
The university is not the same as the college, right? The College of Magic.
College of Magic is different, but there's a university of intellectuals here as well.
Ah, okay.
So it is a public demonstration
Yeah, the nerds.
by Professor Eunice, and I will show it to you guys again.
I hate that's misspelled.
It's not misspelled.
Well, yes.
Public.
That's how it's spelled, man. These are intellects. They would certainly not have a typo. That's why you're just a wizard and not a wizard lord yet.
Word of one of compliments if you underspell it. Yes, I'm going to be lectured by a eunuch hash.
They also know how to read.
Yeah, it's Eunice.
It's Eunice Haish.
She is.
I can't speak German.
Well, it's a good thing it's not in German then.
He's
It's going further and further down this road, apparently.
I am going to disavow you if you keep talking, dude.
He immediately goes in and
Again,
insults her.
I repeat why we're a wizard and not a wizard lord.
He moves right in and just yells, "Eunuch!"
I'm here.
How did you know?
You do not know how to spell German.
Oh,
I'm here to see Eunuch Hachi. You nice?
I know
So-
names.
Anyways, the college is referred to as the Collegium Theologica. It has a magic branch as well as theology,
Mhm.
religion, as well as standard university type intellects.
I'm not that. I know what these words mean.
Okay, well, as far as your character,
Come on, man.
and you are that.
No.
Okay,
So, noonish, you guys all gather up again, having tasted some meat pies and done some investigation. What would you like to do at this point?
What? Am I there?
Yes, you woke it up. You're good at this point.
honestly, I want to character-wise, I've never been to Maidenheim. This is my
Correct.
in character.
Correct.
I've been in whatever that swamp.
So
was.
you're like on a holiday then.
Leapdorp Fort.
You were born and raised there.
And your village that you came from, wherever that was.
I don't know.
Yeah, you've never been to the big city.
They train
Yeah.
them young.
When I was 1.
That's how families would make money sometimes.
Okay,
Sell off the kid.
I was
You
going.
got an opening.
assuming-
Get a beggar.
He almost convinced me to do beggar. Almost. Well, anyways, unless they need anything from me, I want to just explore, get
Go wander around town?
surroundings.
Okay.
That's what I
you
feel
go-
like I would do in character.
Sure.
I have never been
Sightsee.
to the big city.
Hey, it's a big city.
Keyword: big city.
Yeah, you can easily spend a couple of days sightseeing.
So I want to talk to the so-called wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, he fancies himself a wizard.
He does
So-
remind you he doesn't speak German.
Were there any other colleges other than or people in that college that were looking into this? The issue with the octopus thing.
Yes, me.
Anybody else? Wouldn't it be? Remember they didn't even see me, so it couldn't have been your people. I don't think.
What do you mean by
Anyway.
your people?
Not as far as I know.
Okay.
It turns out though they don't really like them.
That's okay. I don't like them either.
I wonder why that was.
I don't know. They sound like they all need to be dealt with. They have something in mind.
You're speaking to the equivalent of a
We
witch
should give
hunter.
him a firm handshake. And then actually do the meeting he was told he was going to do.
I do love that. You're saying this to the Wizard College's version of a witch hunter.
That's fun.
So, what are the rest of you guys going to do? Or what are you guys going to do for the afternoon? Ben wants to go sightseeing for the day.
Unless we have any big plans, I'm going to go check on with the dwarves, get information, see if any other issues happened with books of special grade military weapons.
I'll go with you. I got
Okay.
nothing
Where
else
is that
going on.
thing again? Okay,
Uh,
so we
birds sleeping on the windowsill.
It's been a couple hours. He's still chewing on that meat pie.
Yeah. You can hear me chewing on
Crunch,
that.
crunch, crunch.
Picking like a collar out of my teeth.
Bonus.
Right? Jingles.
Ooh, cracker.
Put it on
This
my
one
wrist.
came with a bell.
That's right. Put it on my wrist. We're like, if you collect 5, they give you a free one.
Prize inside.
It's like Cracker Jacks. Look at the cool tattoo.
So,
I don't think that one was cat. Oh, goddamn.
So the two of you are heading to the Dwarven Engineering. What are the rest of you guys doing? You're sightseeing.
Yeah.
What are you three doing at this point?
Where are you at?
Talk with
trying to
the
look
wizard.
up the all the different storyline things we have going on. So we've already-
Persecution.
we believe we found the safe house. We've investigated the hell out of it, other than doing it in a
Is that what you call it? Investigating?
Oh, the pigeon is the purple feather on the pigeon is supposedly natural.
We already knew that.
I'm gonna go
No die can
To
be made. That's that go.
one of the
Is the 3
Priest of
eyes natural?
Shalia shrines, right? The healing
3
places.
eyeballs, is that?
And I'm going to
Yeah,
go buy
pigeons have the
a
purple
couple
feather.
samples of the
I said 3 eyes.
cat piss,
That's normal.
Okay.
the tonic.
Oh.
I'm gonna go buy a couple
Sorry.
samples of the tonic,
Can already
Okay.
hear.
and I'm gonna go test it. I'm gonna go find people that are in need, and I'm gonna just do the physician style testing.
Okay. Spend the day testing out.
Yeah,
stuff.
because
Okay.
Well, if you
it
take
supposedly works.
It does. Supposedly.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate because I've already treated somebody once successfully.
Uh-huh.
So maybe there's some truth to this. Maybe there's a secret ingredient being added.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some investigating on this because I really want to resolve.
So, do you have
this.
any cats to trade in?
right, you need 2 cats and 2 pennies.
Do you have any cats to trade in?
No, I was just gonna buy the tonic off.
Which is fine. I'm going to give you the price. It's 2 bronze per tonic.
Okay.
If you have cats to trade in, it's
Right.
free.
Take
Well,
your cats.
I don't have any
Cost
cats.
of
Can we get you some cats?
Yeah,
Yes.
give me some cats.
It's not
Okay.
free.
Cat
So
culture.
cost of
I thought
cats.
you were going with the dwarf.
Well, I was
I'm sure
gonna,
cats
but
are hard to
he
find.
needs cats, he said.
I'm gonna go report to our boss.
Okay, Schussman.
Yep, I feel like we've investigated that thing. We go report that we have.
Okay.
I mean, we're already gone. Never mind. But
Yeah.
in
I
that spot.
was waiting to leave just in case they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go break down this person's door." Somewhere.
You're listening in. Make sure I got you.
Just in
Not to
case.
steal or whatever, but I'm like, "Hey, someone's been holding out like information that they know where the cult's door is.
Right.
This way, I'm still here, and we can still do that."
Okay, so you guys are free to coordinate however you wish. What I'm trying to figure out is what your plan is. So if your plan is to test some of the tinctures and find out if they actually work,
Right.
that's valid.
I'm gonna go down that. I hate saying it this way, but that quest line.
Sure.
I'm gonna work towards solving that.
Sure.
If you might want to inquire about when we first got introduced with the overall cat thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was the person that was collecting live cats
That was
to
Lazarus.
supposedly ship off to the countryside.
Yeah, that was
Right.
like Lazarus something.
Yeah.
Right, and I never bought that for a second.
Yes.
None of us did. We were like, oh yeah, they're murdering those cats and putting them in meat pies. We made that joke at the time.
Maybe, but most of those are just going to the actual butcher. You might want to check to see if it's actually going to legitimate means and not supplying corpses
Okay.
as an idea to further over it, analyzing everything.
Yeah. No, I like that idea. Okay, so I'll pursue that idea first.
So you need a cat for him too.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
You need a
No,
cat.
I'm just gonna be a little douchebag.
Okay. So, two of you head off to the dwarfs. You go sightseeing. You're going to go find the cat collector.
The cat collector.
You're going to go report to Schutzman. What are you going to do?
Thank you, George.
Okay, quick question, because somewhere I think I got this in my mind. Are the pigeons blue? The two that we found?
They look
Okay,
like normal.
That's just
They
me.
look like normal pigeons, except for a single purple feather on both parrots and a third eye on one.
Okay, for somewhere I picked up that they were blue.
Nope.
That, yeah,
They look like normal pigeons, except for a purple feather on the back of their head.
That changes when I was.
They keep
Okay.
repeating our sentences too.
Only
That got it at
sometimes.
least.
I got it. I'm not as easily amused.
And then immediately breaks out in
Yeah.
laughter.
Again.
So, did you have a thought, or are you going to hang out at the tavern?
I'm gonna return to the college with my apprentice.
Okay.
Look through the library for see if they have a map of the underground of the city. Like, not the underground as in actually underground, but like
Click that
that one right
The
there.
non-underground underground?
the under.
Quest log.
I don't know what the physical term would be.
Okay.
These safe houses, stuff like that.
Persecution.
Stuff
Like-
that would be hidden on normal.
Really?
Okay, so the way the city, the Undercity, is designed and laid out, you have the sewers, which are sort of mapped. You have the upper tunnels, you have the lower tunnels. There's rumors it goes further than that. Each of these tunnels are progressively older based on when the dwarves originally dug out Middenheim.
Stop talking about the tunnels.
The sewers are what you would probably equate to the Undercity in other towns, other cities. Middenheim is old enough, and the tunnels constantly change due to either adjustments from the dwarfs, cave-ins, etc.
Yeah.
That there is no good maps.
Okay.
Now, if you're looking for something in particular, you might be able to find some references on how to get to it. Okay? But if you're looking for a list of rogue safe houses, the university is not the place to go. Okay? They might have a 1,000-year-old map of the sewers that looks it good, but really doesn't have any value. But that's about it.
Yeah, I was more asking, is there some like dungeon thing that we don't know about underneath the city?
Not that you know about.
Okay. That's why I'm going to there to look.
Okay, so you're going to go look for maps and so forth in the university. Okay. So,
not.
give me a research roll from either you or your apprentice for that. Meanwhile, you are sightseeing, so that's really kind of irrelevant, although you can give me another gossip check.
Again, he doesn't have research.
Okay. Right, so he's not going to
That's
pass.
what's.
But you can hire a scribe if you want to do some research.
Yeah.
Okay. It costs you a silver for the day. He has a 70 skill.
There we go.
I'll do that.
70.
70.
Smart dude.
Whoa!
Yeah, that scribe is a genius.
Sure, a 50. Since the dwarf is incredulous about the high quality scribes they have.
Yeah, I'll take this. A
Fucking
70. Why aren't they doing these jobs?
Because all
Einstein
he
working
has-
as an apprentice.
because all he has done is put his points into research.
I'll take the 70.
Okay, so assuming a level 1 scribe, well, at the college, they wouldn't be an apprentice scribe; they'd be at least a junior scribe.
Yeah.
So a 10 plus an average of 30, 40 skill. Now, you want to pay more, you can get a higher skill level.
5 advancements in intelligence.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
pay more.
If he doesn't have a 20,
Well-
he puts his head there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they'd be a 30 base staff for an average human, plus 5 advances for their 10 advances for their staff, plus 10 advances for their skill. That's a 50.
That's assuming they're at their end of their career. At that point, they would be a level 3. So if you're looking for the level 2, it would be 5s and 5s.
Okay,
I'm-
5s
I'm
and 5s would make sense.
I'll
Well,
try
then
to
they-
find.
They would have a circumstance bonus though
Yeah.
because they have this beautiful library that's probably cataloged and all that good stuff.
Different difficulty for that, but their base stats would be 5s
70,
and
70
5s.
might be high, but at least for the scribe that you would typically hire for a silver.
Yeah.
If you want to pay a gold, you can get a senior scribe that changes their skill from a net 50 with library bonuses, etc., to a net 70 because of access and information.
I'll go with that.
Okay. Now, if you don't roll well enough, they're not able to find anything. So you're going to pay a gold for a scribe for the day?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll roll that at the end of the day. Meanwhile, you go ahead and give me a gossip check.
I already did.
You did. Okay, 25. Okay, so while you are wandering around town,
Dog tongue. Like, ugh.
you hear several rumors. As soon as I find them. Okay. You hear a couple people are complaining about lean times ahead. There are poor harvests, and bandits have been raiding the granaries around Middenheim. Something voracious has been through all the cabbage fields in the lee of the Middle Mountains. Dietrich Hoffman.
He hurts that again.
You paying attention?
Yes.
Dietrich Hoffman from the Farmers Association isn't ruling out shortages if the graph doesn't sort it out.
I'm guessing that's the guy complaining about bandit robberies on the.
You didn't listen to anything
You
he
didn't
said.
listen. Okay. So there's some farmers that are complaining that there is poor harvests and that bandits have been raiding the granaries. Dietrich Hoffman, the leader of the Farmers Association, is saying that there's going to be shortages come winter if the graph doesn't sort it out. Okay? And something voracious has been through all the cabbage fields in the shadow of the Middle Mountains.
Where's that?
You have
Outside.
access to the map. It's outside the city.
I just know with it. Middle
I'm
mouse.
gonna do a tracking in.
They're somewhere in the middle.
Good.
Okay.
No, I suck. I'm
Couple
horrible
of
at it.
merchants are complaining about taxes, saying how, specifically about wizards, complaining about how they opposed the unfair taxes. But can you really trust wizards? They're always meddling with things good folk shouldn't touch. I mean, they can turn lead into gold, so why would taxes even bother them? Something's up there. You mark my words. Can't trust a wizard any farther than you can see him.
That's right.
Guilds of the waving his fist like.
They're all scum.
One guy comments near when you go over in the western side. He heard that somebody set the law lord. That traitor Vossmeyer's house on fire the other day. Took the kid up to Nordgarden to watch. Thought it'd be a nice change from the executions. More fool to me. There wasn't nothing natural about that fire. I swear I'm not the only one that saw it. There was little laughing faces in the flames. Vossmeyer, good riddance. Wherever he is now, I hope he's bloody miserable. Okay. You also hear that related to the Empire, supposedly Crown Prince Wolfgang. The word is he fired all of his troops. Like, fired the entire army. They're claiming he's mad. As in, insane.
Yeah.
Too much upkeep. Or just
That,
mad.
that's
Too
not.
much upkeep.
Or just really mad. Yeah, they are very expensive. It takes a while.
Our
That's
phones are
not
like,
the.
you know,
He's disbanded every unit.
you are a little bit too expensive.
Oh,
Supply lines.
So-
So Crown
percent
Prince
upkeep's a
Wolfgang
little
is
bit
the
too
son
much.
of the king
of Middenheim.
of the Empire
Got too many infantry.
out of
Get rid of 'em.
Altdorf.
Yeah.
So
And
that-
remember, you guys were hearing rumors previously that the Crown Prince had been locked up somewhere or isolated somewhere, and there were persistent rumors that he might have gone insane or had other influences on him.
Man,
Yeah, there was something about his son and everything.
This is who they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Crown Prince Wolfgang fired all his troops.
So that means my sorceress that went.
Yeah, we thought he was a mutant, didn't we?
You
There
heard
was,
lots of rumors.
Yeah, there were rumors that he was a mutant because all of a sudden mutants were allowed in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Man, that was a long time ago.
You
Jesus.
couldn't murder him anymore.
Only a couple months.
Legal.
The son's
In the
saying-
game, it's like 3 years in real life.
Okay, and then you two head off to the dwarfs. What do you look at? The dwarfs have no further information. There has been no further attempts at theft.
My goal is to get in contact of whatever the means would be to get a quest, to get Gromnel gear, whatever that may be, and to figure out where the local stash of bugmans are. And also to ask around to see if, and I'll give the description of like the music box, and see if any, and
See if the dwarfs know anything about it.
No, it's elf
Okay.
man.
Are you looking to hire somebody to look for it, or just asking if they have?
I'm asking around and stuff like that because I mean, music boxes and stuff are like extremely rare.
Okay, give me a gossip roll.
Can you help?
I'm sure I can.
Okay.
That's why he's an iron breaker. Grommel doesn't break.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'd be a Grommel breaker.
Because gossip's
Magical
fellowship. Sure.
Yeah, and
What's
remember,
your
you know
fellowship?
what's funny about my fellowship?
Dwarf.
Is dwarf levels.
Alright. So I'm going to help him, so I just need
Okay.
to roll,
Sure.
right?
You're welcome to ask around too. Although you have a penalty not
Oh, it
providing a
passed.
dwarf.
Crit pass.
Okay.
You critted.
Yeah, they don't seem to really want to talk to Oswald. But Throdug, they're very excited to hear that you have advanced to the point that you think you're ready for the trials and for promotion and so forth. Matter of fact, they're willing to open up the kitchens to you if you wish to purchase the Bugmans.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay? They have a limited supply
God, I want to kill him.
of 13 doses if you wish to purchase it.
Buy them all.
They also have a...
Mulder.
They'll deny it if you share it, but they also have a fine elven vintage as well if you're interested.
What's I do?
How much
Okay.
is the elven vintage?
Let's see, how much is?
2 bronze.
Am I out front or am I back there?
You're with
I
them.
do. You're
Oh,
with me.
okay.
Okay, a pint of Bugbins has a. Where's the exchange? Okay, so we'll go with 1 silver for it.
Okay.
It will be the bottle that or the container they have is only about half full. So 10 silver for Bugmans.
Okay.
Give you 10 uses of it. Okay. They have a bottle about the same size, crafted out of a fine glass, not very sturdy, that has 10 uses for the same price of a fine elven wine.
The hell does fine elven wine do? I've never even heard of that.
Sure, I'll buy them both.
It's a concept that George and I have been toying with.
Yeah.
If the dwarves have something special, each of the other races should have something special as well.
Okay.
Okay, especially the halflings who are known cooks.
Yes.
Okay, so there's Bugman's Ale and Lorethians or Orion's wine or something, we'll call it, that has the equivalent. Now, all of them are very strong alcohols, but they give you other bonuses. In the case of Bugman's, it counts as 4 mugs of normal ale and grants immunity to fear for D10 hours.
Yeah, remember that.
Okay,
Orion vintage.
Orion's wine is just the blood of his enemies.
that's right. The dark red thick wine.
And I feel like
Dragonvold Red. I've
Yes.
been drinking this. Dude.
I feel like the humans has to be like
It tastes of
from
pine
the south.
and sorrow.
That's where
The Miller's Light. That's what.
So if you wish to purchase them, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, I purchased both of them.
Like I said, the Bugman's is in a sturdy cask. It's been opened, so like I said, it's only about half full. The wine is in a very delicate dark glass bottle. That's currently sealed because none of the dwarves want to drink it.
Yeah.
It's because elves are delicate same way. Delicate.
They keep saying, "Do you want Bugman's or do you want this elven stuff?"
Right.
And for some reason, they go for the Bugman's. So
The elves.
It's all because of peer pressure. They all know they really want the elven stuff.
oh, okay. Anyways, effects to be determined if and when somebody decides to drink it.
Any words about the other two subjects?
The other 2 subjects were thefts. They have no information on. There hasn't been any further incursions into the place, other than that elf and that halfling that keep showing up here. But other than that, no, nobody unusual. And then what was the other thing you were looking for?
Well, there are 2 other things. I didn't count that.
Okay.
But any music boxes found?
No.
And then the Gromnel.
Okay. They're gonna have to get back to you on the Gromrel.
Okay.
They're gonna have to run that up the chain, the Dwarven chain. Head it over to the forge and see what they can mix up for you and pound out.
So we got a couple of skins.
So, but they'll let you know as soon as they have something concrete there.
Okay.
Okay. They'll etch it into the stone. So.
If they want to etch the armor, that would be amazing.
Okay.
Level 4.
If your
Oh.
books of the siege weapons, having that. I know they don't want to talk to me. Never mind.
He just stares at you.
Hey, those siege weapons y'all got. You got the actual siege weapons? Maybe the person's headed there now. Why would they need the books because it's not like I can read, so what if they can't read? And they just went to go
We'll
take
get
your
back
siege
to you,
weapons.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. You're just like, hang on to this bottle, princess.
Okay, and Thad, you said you were doing what?
You gave him the bottle?
I'm gonna walk
And
around,
don't drop the elven bottle unless we're
keeping
front
an
of
eye
the elf.
out for any
Then you could be a little bit more reckless.
cats.
Okay, you're looking for cats?
I'm looking for them as I'm walking
I
around.
got the bottle.
Yeah, you're not hunting for cats.
I'm
You
not hunting for them, but
just happen to see if there's some small kid, and you're gonna grab it.
yeah, sure. I'm gonna go to the barber surgeon,
Okay.
and because I really want to talk to him about
The one that's harvesting the cats.
the essence of cat. I want to really.
Okay.
Well, no, because God damn it, I was gonna go over to the other guy who's collecting the cats.
Correct.
Fuck. All right. Yeah, let me go talk to him. That was Marius Lazard.
Okay. So you head over there.
Mhm.
He's still in the main area. There's a tired-looking donkey hitched to a wagon, and underneath it he has maybe 12 saucers of milk. You don't see any cats initially, but he has several cages up on the back of it, and you can hear meowing of cats inside the cages. He's standing there asking for if there's anybody with cats. The crowd seems to be avoiding him at this point. He's been doing this now for a couple of weeks.
I'll walk up to him.
Greetings, sir. Greetings.
Greetings. I don't have any cats. I apologize.
Oh, what terrible.
I was here a couple of weeks ago and you were much busier. Business drying up?
Well, yeah, all the cats are being eliminated.
Sounds like you're having some success. That's weird though, because like down at the oh god, what's the other guy's name? The barber. He's seems to be flush with cats. Maybe he's offering a better deal for the cats.
Well, entirely possible, but I would hate to see such a fate befall these furry creatures.
That is true. Do you know what's happening to them down there? I'm gonna get them.
But yes, I've heard. That's why I've set up here. I'm eager to put these cats to work elsewhere. If you've not heard, there's rats abroad in great numbers around the land, and since Bedenheim wants to do away with the cats, I'd rather them deal with those rats rather than sit here in the city. So I've been collecting them. I can't quite afford to pay what the butchers are paying.
Right.
But at least those that they give me the cats understand that their cat's going to a far better place.
Yeah. Where's this farm that you're taking them to? I applaud your
I
efforts.
take them to the surrounding lands around Middenheim.
Oh, and just let them go?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought you took them to one specific location.
Nope.
I heard you took them to Old Man Smith's farm. No, I guess not.
Nope.
Okay. And are you sure that these cats aren't just making their way back home? And because cats are pretty notorious for that, aren't they?
Well, it's a pretty tall mountain getting up to Middenheim, and those guards are pretty clear. They don't let anybody in without paying the fine.
Did he just imply that the cats would get charged for re-entry?
Yes, of course.
You broke me. My brain went. No, you didn't hear that right, Dad. That's not what he said. You missed something.
These cats are gonna have to get like a job and everything like that to pay to get in there.
Working in the taverns.
Yeah.
They bring in like catnip and sliding across the guy. And
No, they got-
declare.
No,
They got specific
according to
cats
him,
from military.
he's just a concerned citizen trying to deal with the cats because he hates to see them all killed. He's a cat lover. And I mean, if you haven't heard, there's a blight going out through the crops because of all these rats. So if we take the cats from the city out to the farms and release them there, the cats are happy. Honestly, cats really aren't that bright. They're not going to think to head up the mountain a good 10 miles back to town when there's rats and food and activity right there.
Cats
They're lazy.
Cats are known for being lazy and stupid.
Yes. So they're going to just lay down or eat or chase some rats. But the point is, it's a win-win. Middenheim clears out their cats, and the farms clear out the rats.
Have you seen the rats in question?
Well, no. They come out at night.
They only come out at night?
That's what I hear. Or they're scared of cats. I never see any rats when I'm dropping them off.
Can I go with you the next time you drop them off?
Oh, that's not necessary. It's not much here to do it.
Well, I'm also a friend of the feline. I mean, I understand. I wouldn't mind escorting you. I'm actually between jobs at the moment, so...
Do you know how to handle cats?
I know how to handle animals, yeah. Yeah.
Animal handle what?
I mean, I do have a giant dog next to me.
Well, yeah, he's a little dubious about the dog, too. Dogs don't like cats.
You're a dog person.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Animal handling.
He has hatred dog people.
Oh, that would
Right.
suck. Well, feeding the dagger today. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess if you really want to, you're welcome to come out with me tonight.
Yeah, I think I would like to. You mind if I bring a friend? He's a tall elven fellow. He's very good in nature.
Give me a charm roll.
And here comes 90.
If it happens, it happens. Not too bad of a failure.
I guess if he's capable.
Oh, he is one of the most capable men I've ever met. Of great evil deeds. Let's
Okay.
Yeah, what time are you heading out this evening?
I head out at first bell past dusk.
Okay, fantastic. Here, take this donation to help pay for the milk for the poor felines,
Okay.
and I'll give him a silver.
Okay.
They're gonna murder him in the middle of nowhere.
I have no plans to do such a thing.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, Thad does
Dagger
not.
does.
Okay.
It's paying it to a stranger.
So, Matt, what were you doing?
Reporting to
Schutzman.
Schutzman.
Okay, you head back to Schutzman. You get an audience with him in relatively short order. So, what news did you bring?
Well, we checked out the safe house. Seems to be at least partially a dead end. We did find.
You found the safe house already?
Yeah, it was not hard to find. At least we believe it was the safe house.
Would you-
I told him where it was.
Okay,
Boarding house.
interesting.
They look,
I wouldn't have thought that place was a safe house, but okay.
well, that's my problem. Is I almost feel like it's not the right place. Like we were led to the wrong location. However, we did find signs of corruption there. There was a purple feathered pigeon that had 3 eyes. It was released and flew north of there. I couldn't find any other. Like we couldn't follow it through the city, and I could not find where it may have landed. But it seemed to go north and then slightly west from that particular location.
Well, that sounds like a solid lead.
If only we know where it landed. That's the
Okay.
problem.
So, how do you know this place was a safe house?
Just word of mouth from investigating. I think it was one of our other team members that the stupid human, the one I can't remember his name.
I'm like a
Solly. I don't remember.
You can't remember the name of the stupid human?
He's so busy calling me stupid.
He's a stupid human.
I don't-
He's a stupid elf.
All I know is I'm traveling around with some severely disabled halfling. I don't know what's wrong with him. This idiot dwarf who doesn't know how to keep his nose out of other people's business. Let me see here. Some sort of a road warden, and then an evil-looking mage, and then the human. So whatever that other human was. It's not
Okay.
the road warden. He's not the wizard. It's the other one,
The stupidest one.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's a bounty hunter.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So, according to the bounty hunter, he says this is a safe house?
That's what he was directed to. Yes.
Well, did you find any evidence of that?
No. Only that there was.
Well, do
Signs
you want
of
me
chaos.
to send witch hunters in off
No.
of that?
No. You told us to investigate. We investigated and reported.
Right.
So we're still checking. I was hoping you could tell me of other places where this.
Didn't you find any, like, was there any cult members there?
Not that I could tell. However, I didn't break into all the rooms.
Okay. Well, how were they communicating?
The people in the building,
Yeah.
they'd have lunch and breakfast and dinner together.
No. Okay, let me speak slower for you, sir. How are the cult members speaking with the cult?
Pigeons. There was a note on one of the pigeon's legs
Where'd you get that pigeon from?
from that place. From the.
Well, who was going to receive the pigeon?
We don't know. That particular room was empty when we got there. It was actually rented out to the stupid human. I can't. And his only name on here says Andy, so I can't even cheat and look at it. I cannot remember his name.
Well, but who had the room before him?
We don't know. And I asked the lady, and she said it's been vacant for a while, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Ozzy. Ozzy's his name. I said solely. I knew it was something with the E at the end. I will never say the dwarf's name right. I can never remember that one.
Okay, so your best lead at this point is to find a pigeon with a purple feather somewhere in the city of Middenheim, city of a million pigeons.
I mean, I can look into the idea that we have that it may not be the safe house, But I mean, it did have pigeons, purple feathers, note that was definitely tied to one of the chaos cults.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as far as I can go with it. I mean, without me having, I don't want to use our badge to search the place. You know, they don't like me there right now, but
Well, you said they're using pigeons to communicate, right?
yes.
Well, are these stupid pigeons, or are they going back to certain places?
Well, the one pigeon seems kind of stupid. It keeps going back to that same room. Even if we release it, it comes right back to that same room. So
Right, which is what I would expect for pigeons that are homing pigeons that are trained for that.
the other one when it was released, went back to wherever.
Right. You should probably figure out who's staying in that room before Ozzy rented it. Since pigeons go back to where they're trained to.
Okay. I mean, I thought we'd already asked, and she didn't have any type of information to that. But I guess I can investigate further. How much? Well, I guess you don't want to know. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
What do you know about this Ratus homunculus thing?
It's got a lot of people talking around town.
Think it
Seems like hogwash to me.
Think it might be tied to that little robotic one or whatever that thing that you had underneath your floorboards?
Oh no, we burned that.
Okay.
Don't know what they're talking about here. It sounds like some sort of con job.
Dwarves took it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Then they burned it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Are there any coops around here that thing could have flown to? This is northwest of the where that
we got one
particular
right
house.
upstairs.
We have messenger pigeons at a couple of different locations, but no indication of anything like you're describing.
Okay.
Certainly would have been told by my guards if there was a three-eyed pigeon showing up.
With purple feather.
Okay, with a purple feather or without.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I leave.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a research roll.
Okay. Alternatively, question off topic.
Okay.
Do we have a direct? Do we have the direct spelling for the Dragonvold bread?
Sure.
Can I know said spelling?
Have you ever heard it been said by anybody?
I think I've heard you mention it.
Not in your presence.
Well,
Only in the bar.
So what are you trying to figure out? You can.
there are two translations for the word "vold" in Norwegian: to cause to or to give rise to.
Well, yes, but
or
this is based off
violence.
of German, which is forest.
You must go to the forest.
It's the Drakenwald is like the dragon forest, dragon wood.
Okay.
Where'd you get Norwegian from?
It also translates to the dragon's violence. Or to give rise
I
to
could
the
I could see Norwegian influence from a Northman standpoint.
Plus,
Okay.
That's strongly Norwegian influence.
plus the Drakenhof is the home of the dragon's court.
Sure, dragon home.
Okay.
Dark
But-
red wine coming from the court of the dragon in the middle of Sylvania.
Are you a fucking vampire? I'm just kidding.
Someone say vampire. Hold on.
So
Sorry,
if you
I
Where's
went
my
off on
silver
a
tray?
tangent.
yes,
Sorry.
so if you look at the map, Drakenwald I believe is listed somewhere. It is a wine coming from that region.
Oh, alright. Well, what's the bonus? So,
You have a 70 or less as your skill roll. Okay. So your you rolled a 21.
yeah,
It's
I
versus
rolled-
the 7.
Yeah, versus 7.
Okay. So you get your researcher at the end of the day comes back. He says, "Well, I found a collection of old maps of the sewer systems. There's no indication of like thieves' dens or secret lairs. I don't think they would probably write those down on the maps. But I do have these rudimentary maps for the sewer systems. They are fairly out of date, but they might come in use to you.
Yes, that's very helpful.
Okay.
I'll
So you have a collection of old maps at this point. To do with what you wish. And when you are navigating, at least in the sewer levels, they will give you a bonus for the exploration.
What time would it be about?
Sunset.
Okay. I'll study for an hour or two, and then I'll go to bed.
Okay,
Try to
so
get
you're gonna
an
stay here at
actual
the
good
at the
night's
thing? Okay. Okay, so the rest of you, what would you like to do for the evenings?
No, meet
You
up.
you guys meet up as however you wish to.
Yeah.
Compare notes, share stories.
Are you telling us the information you found from?
Yep.
Okay. So
Information
did I
check
sign
is
in
useless.
to a book?
No.
A register or
No.
anything like that? Make my mark
Nope.
when I'm okay.
No, she relies on her memory.
I think it's time to.
Never forgets a happen.
Yeah, they're smelly. I smell
And
it.
rare.
Yes.
Okay.
Elf, I think we need
Is
to
there a specific place in the Middle Mountains?
away from the.
No.
We need to go
It's
speak
just
away
a,
from
just a
the
rumor from people.
interrogation, possibly.
Well, let's just ask her again. I know we asked her already who was in the room before you.
Yeah.
Just try to ask her again. I don't want to be a party to the conversation.
Well, did you find any of her stuff to return? Like that would make her more pliable. I believe.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like
You were
investigating stuff. As far as I know. Yeah,
That was me trying to get into the rooms of the other people there. I
Oh,
don't care about her stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just checking to make sure you weren't trying to find her stuff. Or
After
did.
the award was taken away.
And all I can think of is how like occasionally a music box will just play a note because you twist it just wrong, like you turn. It's like. That's it.
Yeah, he sold it all.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do not
did
have
you?
any
Yeah.
of it on me. I don't know what he's talking about either. I had nothing. I just never had it. It was never there.
Well, let's go. I got the room. I'm gonna go back to the room and I'm gonna start searching the room, like underneath the table. If they're
You
already,
searched it like thoroughly.
You guys
Yeah,
did.
you did search it thoroughly. Now the pigeon's still outside the window.
All right.
so could a homing pigeon wouldn't have more than one roost?
Correct. The
Yeah.
whole concept here, which may have been misinterpreted or whatever, is pigeons go back to its specific roost.
Yeah.
When you guys opened the windows, it specifically climbed into the window,
That one did.
sat on the table, eventually went to sleep.
Right.
When you released it, it went back to this specific window.
Yeah.
The landlord had commented when you rented the room that be aware, occasionally the pigeons get confused and go to the wrong window rather than upstairs to the actual coop. She's interpreting the fact that the pigeons occasionally go to this room as some of the pigeons get confused.
Yeah.
Okay? In other words, somebody trained this pigeon to go to this
Be
room.
confused. Yeah.
Okay, not to be confused.
Right.
It's not
going where it's
confused.
supposed to go. Yeah.
But the person that lives there thinks, oh, it's confused, and people complain because a bird taps on the window.
Just ask her if there's anybody that comes here and specifically requests that room to stay in.
Okay.
Is anybody else able to talk to the lady? Because she doesn't want to talk to me.
I've never
A
talked
couple
to
of people have burned your bridges there.
Do you want to go with them? Because I haven't talked to her. I mean, I've talked to her, but she doesn't want to talk to me. I really don't want to talk to her either.
I will. Yeah, I'll go talk to her.
Okay, so you're staying at the university. Are you going out with the cat guy?
Yeah, I'm going to tell the
Or are you
group
gonna ditch
I'm going to tell the group what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'll be like, hey, I could really use a tracker.
For what?
Okay, one, I don't believe that it's rats out in the fields causing this blight.
Okay.
So, I know rats. It just doesn't feel like rat activity.
How long are we going to be gone if we leave the city?
According to the guy, he leaves the city and travels around the landscape around Middenheim, and then comes back. Give me a navigation roll.
2 weeks.
I was just thinking that if he's going 10 miles out and then doing a circumference around
For
this,
his description, he's going a fair distance out.
Yeah, he's going to be I'm not.
I travel 150 miles
And you said navigation, right?
You said they were going to the fields.
to drop off
Will
cats.
that go by the grain storages? So you can
And I
put it
have-
to the farm?
Conceivably.
I have a talent that does affect this as well. If it matters,
You're
doesn't
good.
matter.
Okay, so a couple of things don't line up with his story.
Okay.
According to the guy, what he got from talking to him, he leaves the city and delivers these cats to the fields around Middenheim. He's back the following morning to get more cats.
Right.
To travel around Middenheim and deliver cats would at least be a few days, if not probably a week, depending on how far out you're going. So whatever he's doing that night and then coming back the next day to get more cats.
And he was okay with him going with. All right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. This is like,
Okay.
this is
He
not-
convinced him. He was resistant initially, but the halfling sweet talked him and said, "Hey, I'll bring an elf.
All right.
Be a threesome."
Why don't we do this?
Why can't I have to use that
Since
one?
That's
I'll
what he
go
said.
with the guy, right? And I have a suspicion this is not going to be on the up and up. Why don't you
Now the halfling
Trail
really
you.
wants you to come along.
really? Why don't you trail me and
Am I
help
here?
deal with this guy?
Yeah, you guys are all
fun.
here.
I could.
You can discuss however you wish.
I have a horse. Assuming you guys are going by horse.
Good. He's got a donkey. Man, that donkey's
Yeah.
not going to go very fast.
He's just pulling a little trailer, right?
Yeah, but he's got about 10 cat power too.
It's like a
did he
turbo.
paint the donkey with zebra stripes? Come on now.
Red.
Not-
You gotta paint the
It's got
donkey red.
flames on
Purple
the
stripes.
side. Yeah, flames on the side.
So I'm all for. I like the idea. When we get him out of town, how much money do you
Well, I know he has at least one silver.
have? That's more than he gave his life.
So,
What?
What?
That's
Do you want help? You
So,
want help, or you want me to harass the lady, or what?
We need to.
Just don't get him started about halflings.
Half the price of
Half the price.
We definitely need you to talk to the woman to see if you can convince her to tell you who has stayed in that room multiple times, even if it's just for a night. We need to know.
Do you want me to do that in the morning when we get
Whenever she
back?
seems to be in
or-
good spirits, hopefully.
And,
Or maybe-
I mean, I'm more than happy to.
So tonight, tonight, I'm going to go see if I can locate the guy I sold the stuff to.
Okay, so you're gonna go track down the stuff while you're gonna go out with the.
Oh wait, no shit, no, I'm gonna follow him.
Or do you?
And-
I'll
Yeah.
follow you. Tonight I'm gonna go find the stuff.
I'll be right.
words. The halfling never shows back up.
He would have never known.
Would've been
So-
great.
I was there the whole time.
It's that
You
security.
know, I just get a
blanket.
message. Roll a new character.
so I'm going to give you guys an option. I can trail behind you guys if you want. I don't care if you guys want a trail.
I'm already trailing her. I'm not with him.
Which your dude, death by cats.
Yeah, barely.
That
No,
might be,
I'll
that
go.
might
I
be
was gonna
relevant
say
to
I'll
check.
trail too if you want me to.
That might be
And then we'll
relevant
do
to
the lady
consider.
tomorrow.
I don't have a doom condition.
All you
Yes,
guys
you
have
do.
to do is keep an eye
I don't
on
even
me.
remember what it is.
I actually am skilled
You
at
have
chatting,
one, absolutely.
so I will keep my eye on him.
Everyone has it.
Okay, because I can see.
Is it on my character sheet somewhere?
I don't know where you wrote it, but
Fuck.
I think he's going to get jumped because I've been told by certain people halflings
so
are
don't be
good
worried about
eats.
that one. If he
Everyone
dies,
was
he's
a
not gonna
dwarf
come back
told me.
anyways.
I don't know who would ride them. They're only like half. They don't carry
But
half
they
as much
eat
as-
really well, so they've got very rich blood to them and everything. So, you know.
You really are a fucking
I
vampire.
am not.
So I'll
It's called a thrall.
I guess.
Oh my god.
He doesn't put that in the. That's fine.
Well, I think you gave the game away.
free burger.
I actually never wrote down what his doom condition is, so I'll have to come up with that.
I have it written down.
Oh,
it's,
do
on,
you?
it's on the videos.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
It covers it every time. So we'll make that determination. You just forgot what the fortune teller told you.
I will. That's fine.
I will. I'll just stay far enough back that I can see you somehow.
That's fine.
So you can see the elf in the dark in the forest.
Well, I'm carrying my lantern. That's the thing. I'm carrying my lantern back further.
So really, what you're saying is you're going to be walking with your hand on his shoulder.
I'm gonna stay on.
So
the
otherwise, you're not seeing.
Yep. I'm just gonna stay on the trail with my lantern, and then in that direction. And
Okay. The more I think about it, why don't you just stay here?
okay.
Go talk to the old
Okay.
lady. I see him breaking out the lanterns.
So
No.
what all do you want from the lady?
It's what the group,
Fingers.
it's what we as a team need.
Right.
So we need to know who, specifically, description, name of who rented the room. It doesn't even have to be previous to you because that may not be right. It's who's repeatedly rented the room.
Who's been receiving the message?
Yes.
Is the theory. Okay, so the halfling's going to go with the cat guy. You're going to follow subtly behind.
Yes. Shadow.
Are you going to shadow the elf on the horseback?
I have my hand on my dagger.
Are you
the whole
willing
time.
to give the location of
Here.
the cellar that you sold the stuff to? Because we can go retrieve that potentially.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just randomly stab
Okay.
everything. Trees.
He's
Rocks.
not admitting to anything.
Okay.
Even though the dwarf is well aware.
I don't care. Deny.
He even asks you point blank, who did you sell that stuff to? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
As he's counting the money.
Okay.
I
So,
would never give up one of my contacts, even if I did. I wouldn't do that.
so keep in mind there is a fee to get back into town.
Yeah, I remember. It was
Okay.
like
So-
multiple gold or something.
Yeah,
wasn't
not
it?
anymore. That was because of taxes.
Oh, okay.
That's all been resolved after the festival. At this point, there's a fee, but it's a couple of brass.
Okay. No worries.
The main gates are also open throughout the night because of the amount of traffic.
Mhm.
A lot of people prefer to come in the early morning or late night rather than wait in lines in the morning otherwise.
But that
Okay.
Yeah.
counters it. If a lot of people go in at night, then there's a big line.
There's not nearly as long of a line as waiting in the line in the morning when everybody's trying to go in. So, anyways,
Wait till you're driving to work in the morning, and you will understand. If you leave 5
probably
minutes
should buy a
earlier,
different bottle
you
of
get to
wine.
work 15
What?
minutes
I
earlier.
probably should buy a different bottle.
Probably.
Really obnoxious.
I was gonna give it to the lady. Like,
Yeah.
well, so,
Not how mouth
Potentially that also.
but
Huh?
that could kill me.
I don't think
Okay.
that's
you're
It
aware
does
of
with
what's
traffic
going on.
patterns.
Is there anything that you want to participate as far as either of these?
Not really.
Okay, so you're just gonna go and sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the three of were you following them?
No.
Okay, so what are you doing tonight? Getting a good night's sleep, or going with these two to the boarding house, or trying to break into the college?
Number one.
Getting a good night's sleep. Okay, so you get some sleep.
You're breaking into
Wait, what?
college?
No, I was offering to break in the college.
Oh,
trip.
my-
He's staying in the college.
Okay.
You get a good night's sleep. You get a good night's sleep. Simple
You were
as that.
so incredulous. What? You dumb fuck. Everything about you was like, you
He's
stupid
on a
son of
sightseeing tour, and he has not seen inside that building.
Got one more
Damn, dude.
checkbox, and I get a special bonus T-shirt.
George is on
Right.
roll tonight. George
Broke into
chose
the wizard
violence.
college. All I got was this last.
I broke into the Wizard College, and all I got was this. I can't remember.
Yes. Why is my arm on?
I got these buttons. I'm fearless now.
That's my one brass.
Okay, so the two of you head over to the boarding house in the evening. The landlord is there. She seems like she's just sort of going through the motions of keeping things organized and tidy and so forth. Rather down as far as the overall place and the general mood and so forth. Looks like the town watch has been here. They investigated for a short period and claimed that we'll look into it seriously and so forth, and haven't heard back from them since. So there's not a whole lot of confidence there.
Right.
A couple of them are talking about that elf, that investigator that promised he would help. They look up a bit when the dwarf walks in, recognizing him as being associated with that. What would you like to ask them?
Are these just like in the
The people
dinner
that stay
area?
here, yeah.
People stay here.
And I mean the landlord's
Yeah,
here too, so
right.
you can talk to any of them if you wish.
How long have you guys been staying here? Like, this is a pretty nice place. I'm digging it. It's nice having a bed to sleep in.
It's not too bad. A couple of them have been a few weeks. A couple of them have been a few months. It's a long-term boarding house sort of thing, based on whatever business they have. Since they can't afford their own house, they stay here instead. The only problem most of them complain about is the birds on the roof.
Do they tap on your windows too? No?
No.
Oh, gosh. We have this one bird. I think maybe it flew into the coop a little hard, if you know what I mean. Every night, just returns and chops on that window. But that just the noise upstairs is what bothers you, man. That's not too shabby. So you've been here for a few months. One of them, anyway. Did the guy that stayed here before me? Did he complain about birds at his windows too?
No, he kept to himself.
Did he?
Yeah.
What was he like? I mean, kept to himself, but was he a dwarf or
Well dressed fella.
Really?
Yeah. It seemed to have some influence, or at least some money.
A little out of place for this establishment.
There's a couple of people here that are like they go to the university. I mean, it's not a rundown place by any means.
Okay.
It's not a top end boarding house or anything, but it's you'd probably consider middle class. So yeah, a couple of the people are probably higher end than would typically be here.
Got it.
But if they're being frugal, it's not unusual either.
So he was dressed real nice, like he was a collegiate man.
Yep.
Ugh.
Give me a gossip roll for both of you. Or charm.
Let's see.
Both of those
What do I got?
absolutely.
30. Oh, let's go with charm. Let's see what we can do here.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 0 ranks in that.
That skill is useless to me.
It's fellowship based.
Okay.
Nice.
I will. Do I really? I feel like I want to just pick my number. It's almost worth burning one for me at this point. So that's burning a resilience. No,
Yeah.
Do you have just a basic reroll first?
I do. I have a reroll first.
Spend the reroll first before starting spending
Yeah.
the permanents.
Calm. All right. Try that again.
Rerolls, what are those? Oh, dark deals. Yes, we all have those.
Oh, hey, I haven't used those.
See? You
you
pass at least now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take.
So you
I've
burn
used
a fortune point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there was a guy a couple of weeks ago. Jordan Jarmond, I think was his name.
Oh.
Sounds familiar.
Should.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was staying in that room for quite some time. He up and left suddenly one night. Not sure what happened to him.
Didn't say anything on his way out, or nothing at all.
No.
Did someone pick him up, or did he just rush off? To the
Don't know.
carriage?
I wasn't here at the time, but from what everybody else said, he left late at night. Nobody's seen him since.
Did he have any, facial scarring, missing an eye patch?
No, he was a fairly decent looking
Yeah,
guy.
dang, man. Must be that easy life, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. The landlord wanders over, says, "Yeah, I remember Jarman. He never complained one bit about those pigeons that would knock on his window. He would just always pick them up and then stick them back up in the coop on the roof. I don't know what it was. Those pigeons just liked him. He kept coming home with pigeons every now and then. He added them to my collection.
Oh, that was nice of him. Any particular ones?
Well, I mean, a pigeon's a pigeon.
Yeah, you're right.
But he said he would find them down in the wind. There's all sorts of pigeons down there.
Well, perfect. Did the town guard, did they do any damage while they were here? I mean, I know the fools when they
No,
come in here
those
and
nice
stomp
fellows were here. They asked some questions. They swore they were going to get to the bottom of it, and they'd be sure to bring back my goods if they ended up finding them. But I mean, I'm sure it's gone at this point.
I feel like, yeah, probably. But hey, we'll find it, or the elf figures it out. He seems like a pretty smart guy sometimes, but I don't know.
Yeah, I put all my faith into the Sir Dwarf here and that elf. They seem like decent fellows, good, honest people. I'm definitely hopeful that they'll help me out. I mean, I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have the memories of my old family. I mean, it's just so exhausting.
That was what that was. Is that the memories of your old family? Oh man, that's.
Oh yes, yeah. She sits down and starts reminiscing about her past life. How she, when she was young, her parents had a tannery shop here, and she met a woodcutter, a woodworker who had moved into town. They got married and had 5 children. And then over the years, the first one was sent off to the war and got killed. A couple died from plagues. One got involved in the criminal underworld and was killed. Eventually, all 5 children died over 10 or 20 years. Her husband died due to a broken heart, having lost the family. And it had always been their dream to form this boarding house and raise their kids there, which they did. And then after the kids moved on or died, they filled their heart with the visitors who stayed at the boarding house as a extended family and so forth. And I mean, the comb was a heirloom passed down from her grandmother's grandmother. The music box was handcrafted and given to her by her husband on their 20th wedding anniversary.
Oh my gosh!
And the silver candlestick was this heirloom that they pulled out for all the festivals and holidays, and was a centerpiece. And without it, I mean, she just doesn't know how she's going to go on. So I know they did. I know times are hard, and I mean, I feel sorry for the poor soul who felt it was such a need to take this. But I mean, surely the memento factor of this, it's far more valuable to me. To me, they're priceless. But certainly somebody could get a few gold crowns. Hopefully they got enough to keep themselves warm by the fire and some food for themselves.
So you don't want any
Since they were obviously
retribution.
desperate.
You just want your things back. You don't want retribution of like utmost cruelty upon the person. That,
Oh, certainly not.
No,
Certainly not. No, I mean, I'd love my items to be returned, and certainly this fine honorable dwarf and his friend the elf have sworn to retrieve the equipment for me. I can't express how relieved I am that such people are willing to step in and help me in my times of need.
Quit laying it on so thin. He's just sitting there like, prod. That hornet's nest called dwarf.
Hey Matt, if I was still playing Wizard, the Wizard would have done the exact same thing.
And Friedrich would be the one really that killed me.
So,
all right. Well,
I don't disagree with you at all stealing the stuff.
well, then I will. So you were following him out.
yeah, they're out.
Well, then I will. I'll leave the work. I'm going to head to bed and get a good night's sleep. And are you sticking around here? Or are you going back to the road wardens?
Can I recall what this Jarman person is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You remember that?
Can Matt
You
figure
want
it
me to
out?
tell you?
Yes, I'm thinking.
He is the dude who defected from the
Yeah.
Purple Hand.
Okay. I
Makes
was thinking
sense
it was
being a
somebody-
safe house.
Gottfried Jordan.
Yeah.
Defector from the Purple Hand.
And it's his notes that pointed you to this location.
Right. And he would go to the wind to pick up. Down to the wind to pick up the birds and bring them back where they would take notes, assumably.
I know where I'm
The
going.
wind
Mom.
is south. It is actually very close to the Dwarven Guild.
Wow.
That same neighborhood. It's also the place you guys originally came into Middenheim and found the place that had been cleared by the witch hunters.
This lower right hand little heavily together house.
All the way to the southeast, right above that greenish section, with that long curving staircase.
Yep.
That's the wind.
That's also where Jarman's, the warrior
That's where the Dwarven Guild is,
Yeah.
as well as the Commission on Public Works that have declared all cats to be excommunicado. And
I mean, Cato.
what?
Excommunicado.
Excommunicado.
Nice.
I make myself laugh.
As well as the Dwarven Chapel of Rugby.
It's the dwarves, they're vampires.
That's right.
That'd be scary.
So,
Strong
you know
vampire.
too
anything else
much
you guys?
I die in my sleep. Okay.
So other than cooking up a
So-
fine meal for you, is there anything else you guys want to do here?
Do they have an idea of when did this person leave? German? Or leave the boarding house? Like, was it recent?
yes.
Like okay, so it was like as in terms of like a day or two.
Timing? No, not timing. Not a day or two. Timing lines up with when he was hidden a day or two before he was put into the safe house.
Okay.
Before he was then kidnapped by the man and ransomed off to to Schutzman.
But we found him before the ransom.
Before they could follow through on that, yeah.
That's why the main.
Just wanted to make sure he wasn't like still
A
A
around.
new guy?
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
is.
it's the same guy. He's now in safe custody somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
So the man does work here.
Oh
in
no,
this
it's
area.
turning into nowadays.
Gouda, this is all part of Gouda's neighborhood.
And Gouda, while he participates in kidnapping, unless he is the man himself, which I don't think he is. Maybe.
I think the man's a woman.
I do too.
Dude looks like a lady.
Okay. Meanwhile,
Let's bring him around.
while you guys are otherwise doing this, an old wagon loaded up with cats and a halfling trundles out of town, shakes down the cobblestone ramps and everything.
Did you want to explore tonight?
A distance behind you, keeping you in sight, is an elf
That's where all
in
the
tow.
shady stuff's happening.
He engages you in mild small talk,
Mhm.
just as you guys talk, but otherwise it's generally pretty quiet. He pulls up to the gate. The guards seem to recognize him. Said, "Oh, you heading out yet again? Getting rid of more of those cats?" He says, "Yep, I gotta take them. By court order, I'm throwing them off the Flashwag, throwing them off the cliffs."
Figured.
He winks at you and makes a gesture to indicate to stay quiet. Okay. Then rolls his cart on through. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you're going to continue following him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Rolls the cart down the mountain. It takes probably an hour or so to get all the way from Middenheim down to the lower lands. Doesn't seem to be heading anywhere towards the cliffs at all.
Okay.
Okay. Once he reaches the main road down below, he turns off to the side along a track or trail that leads along the base of the mountain or so, and heads off that direction.
How long does it take you to do this?
Oh, we'll be back by morning.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
He will.
Make sure I have a good grip on my death dagger
Yep.
of
Give me a
necromantic
willpower roll.
bullshit.
Give me a GM private willpower roll.
Okay.
Cats did it, I promise.
It's all those tiny cuts. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all cat claws.
He takes that one cat claw he was eating before and lays it on the body.
Yeah. There we go.
It's a cat. Oh, that's a private GM roll. Let me reroll that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what
Okay.
I want. Okay.
Oh God. Oh God.
Okay, so you follow the wagon. It turns off to the right and heads, like I said, around the base of the mountain. After 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, it heads into a section of forest.
Okay.
You lose sight of it initially, at least until you can catch up.
I
And-
immediately hit the forest itself because I don't get slowed down by trees.
Alright, that's
and
fine.
stuff,
That's fine. Yeah, you track it that way. You're heading in there, and give me a perception roll.
I hear blood curdling scream.
No, you won't. Tell me more about these cats.
Perception. Do I need to make it blind?
Doesn't really matter. Right. Okay. You're heading into the forest, and you start to hear in the distance an occasional meow.
Okay.
Sounds like house cat pitch and everything, rather than like lions. In case you had concerns there.
No, I'm just
A
concerned
lion
about where
meowing
he's
is
taking these things to.
concerning.
I just keep heading, try to follow
Keep
it.
heading further?
Yeah.
Okay. You head a bit further, and you startle a cat hanging out on a tree that hisses at you and then jumps away.
Okay.
And you start spotting here and there cats just in the trees.
Okay.
They all seem wild, almost feral, living out here in the wild.
Okay.
And then you see up ahead a small clearing that intersects with the wagon or with the trail. Lantern light from the wagon up ahead.
Okay.
And the wagon stationary there.
I look to see if they're still.
You can't see the front of the wagon from where you're at. You can circle around easy enough.
I'll do that.
Okay. You circle around. The wagon itself in the back still has all the crates with the cats in it. They're still in there. They're meowing and complaining and so forth, like cats tend to do. As you go around, you see the old donkey. They're just sitting there, just chewing on some grass or whatever. Next to it is the halfling, just petting it. Has something glinting red in his hands. There's the body of the wagon driver laying on the driver's seat, slumped over.
He fucking attacked me.
You're not aware he's there yet.
Oh, okay.
I just shake my head. I'm going to check out the surroundings some more, and then I'll approach to where I'm close, just to hear if he is talking.
He seems to be muttering to the horse. Some language you don't recognize.
Snap out of it, I say, but I'm going to stay hidden.
Okay. Okay. He comes to. You remember heading into the forest, and now you're standing there next to the donkey. Your hands are covered in blood. You have blood on you. The knife is warm to your touch. And the driver, Marius, is dead from several stab wounds behind you, only a couple of feet away.
There's a reason why I never touched it and used it. So.
The red gemstone at the end of the knife is glowing a soft reddish glow, almost pulsing.
Well, I wipe my hands as much as I can on the ground.
Okay.
Right. Try to get as much blood off of him as I can.
Sure.
Then I grab a water skin and I'll
Okay.
While he's doing
try
that,
to clean up.
Okay.
I'm going to shake my head and go out to the trail, and I want to see where this cart was leading. Check the track.
Looks like it was heading here.
This way it was gonna stop?
I mean, the path continues on, but from the tracks, it's fairly obvious that there's been a wagon here relatively frequently. It reaches this point and then turns and heads back.
Well, you got a cat now, but I don't think you're going to make it back through the gates with the cat.
Good.
10 cats. There's like 50 or 60 or 100 or, a bunch out there in the woods. A little creepy. Why are you kidding? Hopefully you're going to be able to live with yourself.
Yep, he's living with the cats now.
Yeah.
You went for being
This one's going to have something to say about that.
you're a murderer. Hope you know that, right? Say it with me. Murder.
Stockholm, Kettle Black.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I said you're a murderer now.
What makes you think this is the first body?
This is all the first one you found.
Just a serial killer. Nice.
Okay. Well, I already know how I'm gonna spend
I do
this.
not
So
get within arm's reach of him.
Okay.
I make sure while he's got that, even if he sheathed it, if it's out where it can be seen, I stay
Yeah,
well outside.
you
of
notice
half of
he
reach.
when you watch him, he wiped his hands off on the grass. He used some water to clean off his hands and everything. You get the distinct impression it was almost half-hearted.
Okay.
Kind of looked like you were doing it.
I really like this halfling.
I told you, be careful with it. No, I didn't. You know now.
You just gave it to him.
Okay, so I will do not drive a cart.
I think I do, actually. Let me check.
It is a basic skill.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows the basics.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I can do it naturally pretty well.
Okay, we're
Actually,
gonna drive the cart back to the gate
Your agility high.
Yeah, but he's a little short.
Okay.
with the body.
I am not driving
Okay.
it back.
I'm gonna drag the body. Like, help me put the body in the back.
Why? Dude, I am not going back to that game. What are you going to do? How are you going to explain it to him?
He was paid to kill these cats. He was scamming people. He's part of the reason why the plague is happening. We executed him based upon the information that we've had with the authority of the marshal, or whatever the hell his title is.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's gonna totally work.
Nope, I'm going back. I am not getting involved with that. We'd have to show our badges. We're not supposed to be doing that.
What if that was
We can show our badges in emergencies.
This is not an emergency. Just leave
It is for me,
Why?
because
The cats will eat him. Look, I take. Well, actually, I don't want to touch the body. Just drag the body off into the woods.
I can't drag. Do you see how big I am?
You got a mule thingy, a donkey. Just use the donkey.
It's surprising that the donkey hasn't flipped the fuck out. So I've done really well on my animal handling while I was possessed, apparently.
Or the donkey's in on it.
That donkey's in. The donkey was whispering, killing.
You guys
I hate
ever
this
been around
fucking cat.
donkeys?
Killing.
Doggy just sits there and gives you a lazy look.
Do you know how itchy I am right now? These
Donkey
fucking
perfectly.
cats.
I've been around donkeys a lot.
You think it winks at you, but you're not really sure.
The donkey here is supposed to be it.
Okay.
The cats will eat him. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
No. Dude, how much are wagons and donkeys worth?
I don't know.
Probably worth a pretty penny.
If you are going to plan on trying to get this back into the town or the city or whatever, we need to clean it up as good as possible and come back in when there's a crowd. Not at night when there's just us. I am not going to be anywhere near that body. If you're taking the body back and going to try to explain it, then I'm not going to be with you. Plain and simple.
What type of wagon?
Cart.
Say, open cart.
2-wheel or 4?
4.
So many people can fit in
Very
there.
expensive though.
How many could fit in the back?
Yeah.
2 or 3 dozen cats, or probably 6 people.
I start releasing cats, by the way.
Okay, they take off, run into the forest. You hear scattered meowing and hisses from the forest.
Okay.
Okay, so now you have about 2 dozen empty cages.
I try to push the body out.
A dozen saucers, slightly dirty with milk, and a large tin.
What's in the tin?
You open it up, looks like it's half filled with fresh milk.
Okay. I push him out into the dirt, and then I start searching the body.
Okay. He has a knife and 4 brass.
And silver.
Motherfucker, I gave him a silver a couple hours ago.
Well,
He
yes,
has
you also
half a
told,
jug of milk.
you told him to buy milk.
I thought he was going to be like every other douchebag in this universe. And
No, he was the
No,
one
you
guy
won.
selling all the Warhammer.
That's right. The one single guy. I'm just saving these kitties.
So you are now accurate. Everybody in the world is a douchebag. Because you killed the good one.
Hey, Thad, I'm gonna send that message back to you now.
I sent him a message while you were doing the whole whining about the old lady. I was like, you're an asshole.
2 down.
Yeah, so... All right, welcome to the team. Oh, God damn it. Okay.
I'm trying to have some variety. Absolutely, as adventurers, a lot of the people you come across
Oh, no, you're fine.
are
yeah.
evil and so forth. Occasionally, you're going to run into people that are just trying to do the right thing.
He was
Save
still
a few cats.
scamming everybody, though.
He did not take money for anything. All he did was
Yeah,
say,
right.
I'm going to release your cats out in the countryside.
Even the quest is like, you don't get any reward, except you know the cat's going in the right place.
Yeah, his cat gets to live.
He wasn't charging a single penny.
He never charged anybody anything. The only thing he promised is he was going to take him to the countryside to help to deal with rats.
He said he was going to release them into the farms to help with the rat population.
Absolutely.
Instead, he took him off to his own little private pussy sanctuary, and now the farms are suffering because they
haven't
need
seen
these
it.
400 fucking cats.
You haven't seen any rats.
Or probably squirrels or birds or anything else. I hate domestic cats. If you let your domestic cat out to murder all the wildlife around you, you are an asshole. Sorry.
That's a off you.
Dude, I seriously.
And cut.
It's some 90-year-old woman with like 40 cats. It's like,
Cut out and
putz,
replace,
putz.
like, if you let your cat out, that's amazing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a voiceover from Sean.
Yeah.
Suddenly my voice just changes.
The 8-year-old cat lady who says, "I don't like that fat person."
I hope he dies in this episode.
Go smell your mom.
Because that's our target audience, of
Yeah.
course. Anyway,
Everybody hates that.
so
Okay, well
No,
then I will
it-
do my
it-
best to clean up the scene.
Sure.
Right. And then
You
I
can-
agree with the elf. We should probably wait until the
you
crowds.
can shove the body off the wagon easy enough. You got enough leverage to do that.
Okay.
It lands with a slump on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Man,
Donkey just keeps chewing.
this is one jaded ass donkey.
He sees
some shit. Hey, we're talking to that donkey.
It's an
Yeah,
old,
so
tired
scared.
donkey. It
Yeah.
doesn't care about anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
My mouse
You
is
fear
here.
associate.
Okay.
Um.
And over comes out of this one.
I don't need the mouse. Just
Okay. So. Okay. Here's the plan. We'll wait until the crowds, like you said, and then we'll just go in a different gate, just to make sure that we don't run into the same guard.
That's hours away, dude. It's like half a day's ride just to be able to steal a cart or wagon or whatever this is.
I think it's qualified as a wagon.
And this are like 30 grand boat.
But it is a good idea to use a different entrance if you really want to steal the wagon.
But he doesn't have a need for it anymore.
That's true.
I mean, he did attack me.
Uh-huh. That's
Bye-bye.
why. That's why his knife was sheathed. And you don't have a mark on you.
I'm small enough; he could have murdered me with his
But
hands.
he's covered in blood.
Yeah, but no marks on him.
He tried to kill him with kindness.
Is that what you need to play?
So what are you guys gonna do?
If we're gonna take it back, let's just take it back now. And use a
Tire
different
my
gate.
halfling now that I've fucking crossed the line. Damn it!
You're the one that like we told you and warned you, and you were like, "I keep my hand on the dagger. I keep it." And it's like, oh my god, you were like delving straight into it. But hey,
It's a super sharp dagger that.
Sliced right into him.
Yeah. Well,
like butter. This is
I genuinely
Wow.
thought this guy might murder me, so
Oops.
he fell into my blade.
So what you're saying is it was,
45
it
times.
was a preemptive strike.
Yes.
That's a great
Okay.
Okay.
movie.
Then we're gonna wait until or we're gonna try to time it where we get to one of the other gates about the time the main crowds hit there.
Well,
So-
I don't want to be out here all night, dude.
You're in the trees. You're at home.
Sure, but okay, fine. You're right. I don't want to get eaten by cats. Yeah. Cats. You look like you might be edible to them, so.
Oh, he sure as shit is.
Well, that's the thing. We need to drag him off into the woods at least a little bit. I don't want to touch that body.
I'm like the size of a toddler, dude. I go over there and futilely try to drag him out of the.
He's doing it with great amount of exertion. It'll take him a while before he can get onto the tree line.
Just gotta stab it again.
I have a 19 streak, so
I understand. You're not terrible. You can do it. It takes quite a bit of effort given your size. And
yeah, 100%.
He's missing all the blood. I guess that makes him better.
Just keep the knife
Yeah,
in him.
that's true.
Just keep stabbing him.
Deadweight is fun to drag around.
No, just take one limb at a time.
Oh gosh, that's fucking great. I'm not even gonna lie.
Had I thought
That's
about
top
that?
10 things,
How
buddy.
did I
Top
thought-
10, buddy.
Yeah.
Top 10.
I mean, he is a surgeon.
Right.
Now that I thought about it, I would 100% do it because that shit is brilliant.
And he takes the
Damn it,
position
Ben.
of Jack the Ripper for
Oh man!
And then he returns to the butcher.
Right. With livers and lungs.
Oh man, that
Got an upgrade.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm a really big cat.
Alright. So either way, we're gonna find a different gate to get in.
Okay, so your plan is to stash the body in the forest.
Yeah, it's close off the path.
Okay.
As far as I
And
can.
then after sunrise, take the wagon back in.
Sure.
I don't feel like it needs to be after sunrise. Just go to another gate. They're not gonna be the same people. They won't know.
That's a fair point. Let's do that. We'll just head back immediately after
What's
I
our
drag
story?
his ass out. Huh?
What's our story? They know me.
All the guards in town know you.
I don't know about that, but what's our story gonna be?
That's a good question.
Because we're not bringing goods. It's an empty wagon.
We delivered goods and we're coming back empty.
Lobsters.
Delivered goods.
We got 24 cages in the back of the wagon.
No, toss those
Okay,
out.
toss those out. Fine. You have an empty wagon.
I completely threw it
What
off.
would we be? What would we be gathering
We went
to
a lot
market
running.
elsewhere?
It was very poor hunting.
All right.
Bugman.
And what town did we come from?
We're heading to the moot.
What?
The other side of the whole country. Like the very far corner of the country.
I didn't say it was a fucking short journey. This is why the donkey's so tired.
Do you still have some of that tobacco?
What?
You still have some of that tobacco?
Yeah, I probably do. Yeah,
All right. So we'll use that as the place. We're going to go back to Commandant with more.
I got it.
Okay, so you guys take the donkey and wagon back into town?
Yep.
You're both riding it this time?
Yeah.
Donkey? No, I'm on the card.
I'll drive the.
You're going to drive. Okay. So you get back on the wagon and start heading back up. The old wagon creaks and shakes as you guys head back up the road. Eventually heading towards the western gate.
I'm so happy.
Up ahead, you see the guard post. A couple of guards out there. Nobody else on the road. As you guys pull up, they signal for you to stop. Say, "Evening, fellows. You guys are out late tonight.
Glad we made it.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from?"
Stupid donkey.
Yeah, he's old, man. He's old. He's been faithful for us for many years. Come on.
Yeah. Where are we coming from? Well, we're coming from off to the. What is that? I'm the elf. I should know. The west.
Oh, excuse me.
Coming from the west.
Well,
Man, that stupid swamp.
yep.
They sell this. Look, here. And I pull out some of the tobacco. Look at this. I think it's awful.
That stuff stinks.
But it's worth a lot of money, so we try to import it.
Well, we're gonna go back there. They wanted some ale, so we're getting some ale from here. We're gonna go back to Commandant and trade for the tobacco.
Yeah.
But we gotta get the ale first.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So 5 bronze.
I got it.
All right.
Let's see if I can do.
I was gonna say I'm your guard, so
All
pay
right.
anyway.
5 bronze?
Yep.
All right. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Yep. They open up the gate, let you guys in. You wander into town.
All right.
Where are you gonna go?
Where do we want to put this wagon? Because I'll take it to his inn.
They don't have a stable.
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
How about the place I stayed at? What was it called? Something Templar's Arms? Do they have stables?
No.
It was elf. Elf something. No.
The nearest parking lot.
Yeah. I go to IKEA.
You want to go to the slums and find a parking lot and abandon the vehicle there.
Hey, the
Is
wheels
there-
are the legs off the door.
Is there a stable yard type place I can just
Sure, in the merchant's quarter, there's places where you can stable a horse and a wagon and so forth.
I knew it was gonna fucking.
If they stable horses, why would
Oh,
not?
you got the license for this thing? Where's your registration for this wagon, sir?
That's when the road warden pulls you over. License and registration, sir.
Where's your license
I
plate?
feed my dagger again.
Okay, so you
Yo,
guys
where's
head
your
over
license
early
plate?
to the merchant's quarter. It's maybe 2 or 3 in the morning at this point.
Yeah.
We don't make jokes
Oh.
like that, or Bureau could be British.
There is a couple of laborers currently loading boxes and so forth. They point you towards the place. If you want to lodge the horse, and the wagon, it's a bronze a day,
Okay.
for as long as you wish to do so. Paid up front for at least the first day.
I'll do 3 days.
Okay. And with that, you guys have a wagon and an old donkey, and
Will they feed the donkey?
yeah, includes basic care and feeding for it.
All right.
Does anybody have I tip them a silver.
Well, thank you, sir. Very generous of you.
Just take care of it. The thing seems to be so soul on. If you got any ideas to perk it up a little bit, there you go.
I don't know. It just looks like tired. It looks like he's tired. Maybe a little sad. You guys been traveling a long time?
Yeah.
About a week.
I can't imagine.
Okay, well.
Donkey's sad.
It'll probably be fine.
It makes me sad.
All right, we'll
That
be.
donkey's happy.
It is.
Eeyore.
Thank God.
Yeah, your associate.
It's like those dark cats all the time.
Yeah. You know how hard it is to relax around a bunch of meowing cats?
As the two of them walks away, the donkey smiles.
It's all part of my master plan.
See, now the issue is we have to have the donkey in the wagon for the rest of the game.
Wait, it's no Tony.
Yeah.
Tony.
Does
Yeah.
anybody need a cart or wagon for their
I mean,
It's their new
it
Tony.
would make it so, say we have to travel to like a fort in the middle of the swamp and stuff like that, it would make it enormously more cheaper.
Oh, I agree with you.
So-
At a bronze
and I-
a day, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely might need
Unless
one.
that's a magical.
You might need a wagon.
A donkey and wagon, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna be a
Wow.
merchant?
Thinking about non-violent,
Yeah.
but violent.
Non-violent. That's not gonna go well with this
Right.
group.
Well, I need to remember to come back and pay for more
You
time
guys
for
sell
this.
for chopped
Okay.
up bodies.
So you're
Back
good.
quick
You are
wins
good
and
for 3 days.
You're the dumb person.
Okay.
Oh, no, you guys think
Oh.
I absolutely not.
Sean, that was an unexpected twist, young man, and I applaud it, and I hate you for it.
So we gotta name the donkey first.
Tony.
Eeyore.
According to
Eeyore,
according to the
100%.
guy, he referred to the donkey as Clyde.
Oh, even his name is
Jackal.
sad.
Jekyll.
I'm Clyde.
No, Clyde. It will respond to its name, because donkeys are actually relatively smart. So.
Give him a different name in case somebody recognizes Clyde. Make it
Clyde
rhyme
the
with
Second.
Clyde.
It sounds like
Clyde.
something a dwarf would
The
say.
only
Clyde
thing
the
that's saying
second.
about this donkey is it's sad and tired, and that's most donkeys.
Right.
So. You
I
didn't
have pretty decent animal handling.
You
I
didn't
could
just
probably-
have your owner of 20 years murdered.
right up basically on your back.
He used to get and then have to still stick
Just wait
around
till the
with
donkey
armor.
gets home.
It's a pessimistic, lazy donkey that said, "Hey, you're murdering him. Don't
Stop.
do that."
I've been pulling this wagon for fucking 20 years.
No.
Oh
So-
no.
Anything else you guys wish to do tonight? I think everybody else was otherwise getting some sleep.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
Andy and me were debating exploring the wind. Looking
Tonight?
for pigeon
Yeah.
sellers at night.
Yep.
We're debating with it, but
There may be pigeons. There's not going to be sellers at night.
That's where the pigeons go.
And we're gonna look really conspicuous wandering.
The
The wind at
iron
night.
breaker and the
Pigeon
bounty
bar.
hunter
Yeah.
in the wind. Yes.
I mean, I haven't found any bounties.
That's where the
since
Dwarven Guild
It is where the Dwarven Guild is, but in the middle of the
Pigeon
night
bar.
would still be a little unusual.
They weren't looking for a cellar. They were looking for a cellar. CE.
Oh, well, there'd be plenty of cellars and basements.
Yeah. Just a basement full of
Not
pigeons.
typically the place a pigeon would go, but.
Pigeon bar.
So, did you want to wander through the wind and see what you see?
Yeah.
Wait
Because
till
I don't
morning.
see anything. So
I was
I'll
planning-
wait till
I was
morning.
Okay.
planning to do that.
So, next morning, you guys wake up, rested, refreshed.
Yeah.
A couple of you maybe a little bit later than normal. And you compare notes, at least as much as you care to compare. You're free to edit as much as you wish.
How was Catman?
Yeah.
He tried to kill me. Because, well, we were.
Catman, do not return.
He tried to kill me.
I don't believe it because you're not dead.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
well.
I can neither confirm nor deny his claims.
Did you
fight
save him?
off?
I got the drop on him.
Gotcha.
And, but now we have a mode of transportation. that we don't have to pay for more than just upkeep. So, no, he was telling people that he was taking them out to the farms and all that other stuff, and then he decided to go out to his own little personal cat sanctuary. And I called him out on it. We got into an argument. He pulled a knife, and I stabbed him repeatedly.
Wait, but when did you?
As you do when you get into arguments.
Yes.
20 to 25 times.
He ran backwards into my knife over and over and over
I had to
again.
reinforce my point.
Answer
Pull out
me.
my badge here.
Answer me if you can feel this. So turns out the guy that was there collecting pigeons was German. But he would go to the wind to get pigeons to bring them back, which means, while yes, the three-eyed pigeon you guys talked about went north, I'm believing his group probably worked out of the south, and whoever he was working with his part of the group.
So we're sure he actually did go to the wind to get his pigeons?
Yes, he would come back from the wind with pigeons. Says your lady. You know, it turns out she's super sad. Like, there's all sorts of missing gear. She had like a comb that was like great grandma's comb and stuff, and then there was
it magical?
I don't know, but she had like kids and they all died,
Yeah.
and like this was all the last thing that she could possibly like pull together. Then her husband made.
At least I ended a dude's suffering. You just have this lady suffer for the rest of her
Well,
life.
I could end her suffering. I mean, if she needs it ending.
Yeah,
Well,
but then
she's
he'll
super
look for
excited that you're looking for her stuff. She's happy.
Dad could go argue with her.
Lead me off in the
Come
woods. See what happens,
come
lady.
down into the basement. We're gonna investigate the end of this night.
Well, let's go look at Big Rat.
Oh yeah, I want to see this rat.
When
And that's
isn't that
noon.
an afternoon?
That's at noon.
Okay.
Afternoon.
That's at noon.
At noon.
It is. Yep, doors open at noon.
I want to be in front.
So get there early.
He gets there like right after breakfast.
You got a tent.
Yeah.
Eating cat pies.
Peeing in bottles.
Yep.
Okay,
Wow.
so you guys going to do miscellaneous things in the morning and then go to the demonstration?
You want to wander down to the wind this morning and then.
I'll stay with maps.
Okay.
Since I got up late, I probably don't have enough time to go investigate where the items went.
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna.
I
I'll
would
go.
have wakened Dale for up early, regardless of what time you got there.
Okay, then yes, you can go investigate, but you do have a level of fatigue.
I don't get up.
Okay.
Him waking me up.
Okay. There's no response
He'd
from
probably
the room.
get an arrow next to his head if he came
Well,
in.
technically, you're in the same room.
Yeah.
It's a community room for the group.
That's
So
fine.
waking him
Welcome.
up is easy.
Surviving the attempt.
That's entirely up to you guys.
No, he puts on his armor and just.
So
Sits
are you
on me.
waking him up, or are you going to
I'm-
let him sleep?
I'm going to pour a glass of the elven wine by him and wake him up, and then walk
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
am I big red?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not fatigued. You wake up early, you're ready to go.
Asshole.
So yeah, you wake up to this a sweet memory of homeland. You were dreaming of wherever it was you were born.
You
And
can
all
make
the
me
good
have to start
times?
making willpower checks.
And you wake up to see two things. One, a really nice smelling glass of wine
Well,
next
I'm
to you,
not letting him drink that.
and the dwarf grinning, looking down at you. Say, time to get up.
Alcohol always works.
Furrow my brow, look over at the glass.
Okay.
I'll take a swig.
It tastes sweet, fresh, almost like it was brewed like 100 years ago.
All right. I will.
Probably.
I will sit up in bed and enjoy the wine. Thank you.
That's the part you focused on.
That'll be my cup of coffee.
Okay. You sip it. It's the finest wine you've ever tasted.
Okay.
No issues at all with it.
Fantastic. It's time to go back to sleep. Where is the is it under effects or is it under
I
skills?
can-
Under skills, right?
When I made that
What?
one joke, I
Cut fatigue, please.
forgot.
It's conditions, I think.
It's
Good job.
conditions. It's gonna
I
be
really
like
wish I had
a
thought of it because I would have done
tired face or yawning face or whatever.
Effects.
Got a bone saw in your kit. Got a bone saw in your kit.
it. I did.
Is that this?
And the picture of the
Yeah.
nun.
Click on
Picture of the nun if you look at her.
Ward
She's got
of
bones.
Zen.
Yeah, she's dark.
So effectively, I gave you a
All of
gem
them are
spell.
that way.
Yeah.
They're all
Okay.
super dark.
There's always something like you're looking at. Like,
I don't like being fatigued. That shit sucks.
I don't like when Dad's typing so much.
You do like the elven wine.
Elven wine makes you immune to fatigue.
Okay.
What's Elven wine?
I'm about to say I closed the laptop, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
No clue.
and then you guys are going to head to. Were any investigation first thing in the morning?
yeah, we're doing
What you guys
wind.
wanted to do?
What do
You
you
wanted to
want
go
to
check for her pigeons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing that too.
Okay, so the
I
three of
think
you
we-
spread out across the wind, or are you sticking together?
I'm okay with right now.
Okay. It's daytime. Yeah.
Sure. What can
What
happen?
can happen?
And
I
we're
don't like
very...
those rogue halflings with knives.
I will accompany the bounty hunter.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about all the money I could make with cats.
You could.
To brass.
If you knew how to cook, you could make a killing.
He goes out and brings in 600 cats. Just overruns the city.
Okay. Go ahead and give me some 3 perception rolls for the three of you. Blind.
Awareness. We did get a quest to kill all the cats at midnight.
They're not in midnight.
Doesn't mean we can't participate with the quest by bringing them back in.
I can. There it is. Is it blind?
Yes.
I genuinely thought I was going to try to murder me.
So did I.
No, it's cats we're going to do that.
Did you find
I'm
see
all
mine
for
or no?
what you did. I
Mine
think it was
comes
fantastic.
I got Oswald, Heinrich, and
We
Throda.
just got to take the humans out one at a time.
Okay. So you guys head down there.
400 billion to go.
There are lots of pigeons in this area. It takes you a while to really figure out where they're sort of congregating, but eventually, asking around and checking, you're directed towards the market, where the birds tend to flock around looking to find food. Nearby the market in the wind, there's a large 2-story building that looks derelict. The roof is caved in, it's a couple of sections and so forth. And you're noticing that the pigeons are flying in and out of the building. Okay, according to the locals, the only person that lives there is Crazy Heinz.
Oh, good. Another Christian.
That's right. There's a few of them.
He was mad. So crazy.
He lives. The locals say he's lived there for 20 years. He's a bit eccentric, however, so be patient with him.
You might like them.
Is there something he particularly likes other than
Pigeons.
pigeons?
Pigeons.
Just okay.
Yeah, he's a bit crazy. He talks to them. Anyways, check there. You can do so, or you can get some information from him. If anybody knows about pigeons, that'd be the place.
I
So you don't have enough time now if you're going to make the demonstration,
yeah,
but it gives you a lead to follow up on.
I really want to see it. So after the
Demonstrate.
demonstration, I want to pick up a big old bag of bird feed
Okay.
seed to take to
Good
him.
plan.
So we will, assuming there wasn't anything else first thing in the morning anybody wants to do, we'll stop here, and then we'll start next time with the gigantic whatever.
Homunculus.
Yeah, the Ratus homunculus.
I mean, I was going to check.